Hello everyone, welcome back to Mouse Reacts. We got some paranormal files to react to here. I will warn ahead of time, this is going to be a very long one. This is about 4 hours long. I'm not sure how long we're going to stick it for one landing. We may have to break this up so I can get some rest and come back at this tomorrow and finish it. With that also said, we've also apparently hit another wave of crazy people in the comments. One person basically accusing me of attacking the twins, and another one basically telling me to not talk at all in my next reaction. That's not a reaction. If you don't like me talking, go somewhere else. Maybe go back to the original channel and just watch their videos. That's not what a reaction is. If you don't like it, you can go away. As a matter of fact, I blocked you now, so you can't even comment here anyways. So, F you. And your broken, unsensible language. Me sitting there for about 5 minutes trying to figure out what they're trying to say basically transferred into, oh, they're telling me not to speak in the next reaction. Well, again, too bad. Learn to write. With that said, focusing back onto what we're getting to here. This is the final final idea they have in their line of experiments for ghost hunting. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do here. This is apparently one of the earliest supposed cases of an exorcism due to ghost or spiritual possession. The house they're about to go into apparently was built in order to try and do research on the paranormal. So I guess we'll see what this leads to. Let's dig in and find out what they're all about here. So, without any further ado, Paranormal Files. Let's go.
Alright everybody, so this is a bit of a different intro, but we're just gonna hop right into the episode because so many things have been happening this evening. On tonight's very special episode of the There's a knock in there. Paranormal Files. We are in a house that almost nobody online has investigated. This is the house where the first recorded exorcism or case of spiritual possession occurred. We are in Watseka, Illinois at the Roth House. This is an extremely special investigation that we're doing tonight. We're joined by a special guest, Mr. Sean Austin.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Not the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Get it all the time.
And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this because this whole thing is fractured. We haven't even had a history tour yet, so we don't really know the history of the property fully. But thanks for tuning in, and welcome to the Paranormal Files. For those of you who've been watching the show for a while, you know that every single week, my family and I are out there diving into the darkest corners of haunted spots, chasing ghosts and unraveling eerie mysteries. But as you probably know, sometimes all of us need a break. When I need a break to the town itself, the county's early media page about your mind, you just want to turn your brain off. June's Journey is a great way to iOS, Android media page about the Watseka Wonder investigation. I feel like I have to analyze a world that completely reflects your personal style. And don't get seasonal to a lot of free right now. Just click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen. The game is available on iOS, Android, and even PC. Trust me, the game will have you sleuthing in no time. It really is a lot of fun. Download June's Journey today. And now, let's get back to our video. So before we get into the investigation, I feel like I have to give you guys a little bit of history. Now, keep in mind that I knew some of this stuff because I had read the Wikipedia page about the Watseka Wonder, but at the end of the day, a lot of this information isn't readily available online. You have to listen to a podcast about this case. You have to read a book. Like, the information isn't just easily searchable, at least from my searches that I performed. But this story is absolutely incredible. I mean, it's the first, really, I believe, documented case of what some people believe to be a legitimate possession in America. and the kind of pseudo-exorcism that occurred is just so crazy. This history is just wild. But quickly, let's get into it. Located a few miles east of the center of Iroquois County, Illinois, Watseka, the city, was founded in 1865, having previously existed as South Middleport. The area around it had been home to Middleport, the county's earliest seat, before the Peoria and Ocklawaha Railroad was constructed, leading to the merger of various settlements into the newly named town. By the time of its rapid growth and expansion, Watseka boasted a modest yet affluent population of about 1,500 people, including the Venham family. Thomas Jefferson Venham and his wife Lorinda, who married in Fayette County in 1855, headed this devout Orthodox Christian household. They had 7 children between 1857 and 1874. Florence, Isabel, Henry Elmer, Mary Lorancy, Laura, Schuler, and Frank Benjamin, though only 4 of those children survived infancy, with both Florence and Laura dying young. During Watseka's renaming, the Venhams lived in a small settlement 8 miles from town, but in 1871, they settled in a large frame house on the town's western side. The family was respected by the townspeople and connected to the town itself. That's probably because Thomas's brother was the mayor in 1872. But our story really focuses on the Rancy Venham, the family's second daughter, who was 13 years old in 1877, born on April 16, 1864 in Milford Township, a little bit south of what would become Watseka. The Rancy was an ordinary girl, playful with her brothers, 15-year-old Henry Elmer and 8-year-old Schuler, while diligently helping her mother out around the house with things like household chores. She had a very pleasant childhood, and her life showed no unusual signs until the first week of July 1877, when she began to struggle with sleep and began reporting presences in her room that called her name and breathed on her face. Frightened when she would have these episodes, Lorancy would awake her parents, who would then comfort her back to sleep. But suddenly, the disturbances began to repeat night after night. Up until that point, Lorancy had had no strange illnesses, except for measles at age 9, making these events completely out of the ordinary and out of the blue. On July 11th, 1877, her condition worsened as she sobbed on the living room floor of the family's home, then collapsed rigidly where she sat for nearly 5 hours after telling her mother that she felt bad and queer. Upon regaining consciousness, Lorancy could only express feeling strange, and she slept well that night for the first time in days. Her parents hoped that this would mark the end of her troubles, but the very next day, July 12th, she fell into another fit, lying extremely stiff and rigid while speaking of visible spirits that she could see within the room. Lorancy described these spirits and even named some of them, and these spirits included those of her deceased siblings, Laura and Bertie. Lorancy exclaimed how beautiful they were, and this revelation shocked her parents, as Lorancy had barely known Bertie, who died when she was 3, and little Laura had only lived 1 day. After a few hours, Lorancy returned to normal, but the fits continued and got more violent and escalated throughout all of July. By summer's end, Lorancy was having regular episodes where she would lay rigid and describe a far-off spirit world that she called heaven, which she also said was inhabited by angels. This alarming behavior distressed her deeply religious parents, but the fits seemed to pass in September, restoring an uneasy normalcy to their household. Any lingering anxiety, though, proved justified when, on November 27th, Lorancy fell ill again with stomach pains striking 5 or 6 times daily for a period of 2 weeks. During these attacks of pain, Lorancy contorted severely into various shapes, her head nearly touching her feet, while she went in and out of trances, speaking once again of angels, heaven, and spirits. These bouts grew increasingly difficult on Lorancy's mind and body, and on her mother, although the physical symptoms ended abruptly on December 11th. Though Lorancy's pain had ceased at that point, her trances intensified, becoming a daily struggle for the family. Community outsiders, including neighbors and older families from the town, suggested that Lorancy might be insane, and some even stated that she should be committed to an asylum, as her trances at that point were occurring up to 12 times a day. They lasted anywhere from 1 to 8 hours, and during these trances, Lorancy blissfully conversed with angels about their heavenly travels. Throughout these fits, the Venham family sought help from local doctors. Dr. L.N. Pitts treated her until winter of 1877 without success, and then handed the care over to Dr. Jewett. Both modern practitioners failed to improve Lorancy's condition, which prompted friends and family members of the Venham family to renew their calls for asylum help, even though Lorancy's parents didn't think that she belonged there. They felt like this was some other sort of condition that wouldn't be cured by institutionalizing their daughter. They knew that something else was up. Reverend B.M. Baker, Watseka's Methodist minister, even lodged an application for her commitment. The reverend in town said Loranci should be sent to the asylum. However, some locals, particularly spiritualists Asa B. Roth and his wife Anne, sympathized, as they recognized similarities to a condition that they had grown all too familiar with. And this is a very, very important turn in the story. So at this point, Loranci and the Venom family, they were at wit's end. Loranci was going into these trances. She was conversing with spirits and angels, describing heaven, all these other sorts of bizarre visions. She, for half of a year, had gone through these violent physical spasms and had experienced some really painful symptoms, and nobody knew what was going on. The local Methodist minister had no idea what was happening. Doctors didn't know what was happening. People thought that Loranci might just be crazy. They suggested, basically shipping her off to an asylum and forgetting about her. But in that same town, there just so happened to be that other family. The family made up of spiritualists Asa B. Roth and his wife Anne. The Roths, who were longtime residents in the area, had lived a mere 200 meters from the Venoms before they eventually moved to a large 2-story red brick house, the first in town that has now come to be known as the Exorcism House. Asa B. Roth, who apprenticed as a shoemaker, left his home at 19 years old and married Ann Fenton in 1841 in Independence, Indiana, before they moved to Iroquois County in 1847, where he ran a shoe shop and invested in a sawmill. Asa worked at the sawmill for 18 months, then became Iroquois County Sheriff in 1854, studied law, and was admitted to the bar in 1857. The couple had 10 children. However, just like with the Venom family, 6 of their children died when they were young, at least 4 of them when they were only infants. Now, the Roth's eldest daughter, Mary, died in Watseka in 1865 at 19 years old, and their surviving daughter, Minerva, ran a local book and stationery store. But despite suffering the losses of multiple children and massive financial crashes throughout the 1870s, Asa and Anne Roth maintained cheerful demeanors, and Asa earned high esteem in town for his generosity, his penchant for justice, and the family's independence. Surprisingly, given their status, the Roths were active spiritualists in an Orthodox Christian town, where the movement, though growing to hundreds of thousands or millions across the world, faced prejudice. Spiritualism, rising in the 19th century amid industrialization, high mortality rates, and new technologies like the telegraph, offered people comfort through beliefs in eternal afterlife and communication with spirits via mediums, trances, and seances. In the world of spiritualism, anyone could become a medium through practice, but in Orthodox towns like Watseka, spiritualism was tolerated if not preached. Spiritualism was almost looked down upon. The Roths, though, lived peacefully in the town as locals ignored their faith unless it was publicized. Now, there's something we could get into here that we're going to talk about at length when we do the historical tour of the house, but essentially, the Roth family actually lost their daughter, Mary Roth, when she was 19 years old, and she had exhibited similar symptoms to Loranci Venom. So that's why this whole thing was really weird and almost meant to be in a way, because the Roths were living in the same town as the Venom family. They had lost their daughter, and they had basically constructed their home, the Exorcism House, as a spiritualist experimentation center. So they were doing seances and doing these connection ceremonies to try speak with their own daughter. So when they heard that another girl in their same town was exhibiting the same symptoms that their own daughter had in the past, they knew at one point that they had to get involved. The Roths intervened in Loranci's asylum commitment. They spoke out and said Loranci should not be put into an asylum, and they carefully watched her developments with a growing interest. And over time, the Roths began to believe that Loranci was indeed channeling spirits and that she was seeing heaven and angels. Having lost their own daughter to those similar symptoms 12 years prior, the Roths eventually got into contact with the Venom family hoping to help, and they suggested an alternate spiritual type of therapy to Thomas Venom, the Venom family patriarch. The Roths viewed Loranci Venom's condition as being a possession by foreign minds, not insanity. Yes, they believed Loranci was possessed. Now, the Venom family was initially doubtful due to the fact that they had Orthodox leanings, but at the time they were desperate for a solution. They wanted to help their daughter. And so the Venom family eventually allowed the Roths in, and they began working with them to try help their daughter. The Roths contacted Dr. E. Winchester Stevens, a spiritualist physician from Janesville, Wisconsin. And on January 31st, 1878, Asa B. Roth and Dr. Stevens visited the Venom home. They found at that point Loranci in a trance, hunched over by the stove like an old hag. She was bent in a strange position, and she remained eerily silent until all of a sudden she snapped up and told Dr. Stevens not to approach her. Angry, she called her father Old Black Dick, and she called her mother Old Granny, and she refused to allow anyone in the home to touch her. She did, though, eventually begin to speak with Dr. Stevens. Lorancy, in this trance, claimed to be a woman named Katrina Hogan, a 63-year-old German woman. Then she stated that she was a man named Willie Canning, a runaway who died after experiencing troubles. Dr. Stevens, playing along, asked the spirit or spirits why they were possessing Lorancy, and according to them, the reply was they simply wanted to. Now, eerily enough, displaying geographical knowledge, Lorancy, or the spirits within her, then questioned Dr. Stevens on his own life, and she appeared to know things that only the doctor would know. She brought up his travels to the North and South Poles, to different continents, islands, his habits like drinking or stealing, his church attendance routine, and his prayer schedule. Now, Dr. Stevens answered the questions, but since Lorancy, or the spirits, wouldn't allow him to talk to her, he had to go through Asabi Roth, who would then convey the answers to Lorancy. After 90 minutes of this bizarre spiritual interrogation, the two left, and Lorancy collapsed rigid. Running back into the room, Dr. Stevens held Lorancy's hands and asked her questions directly. According to witnesses of this event, Lorancy then responded sweetly, claiming to be herself in heaven, and expressed regret over the fact that she had been controlled by evil spirits like Katrina and Willie. Dr. Stevens suggested finding a positive spirit to possess Lorancy instead, to prevent the return of cruel energies. Lorancy then began to name deceased persons unknown to her, but known to other people present in the home, and even stated that the angels that were communicating with her preferred one spirit over all of them, the spirit of Mary Roth, Asabi Roth's daughter, who had died when she was 19 years old. According to Lorancy, Mary Roth was there, and she wished to enter Lorancy's body. Obviously, this name was familiar because she was the Roth's eldest daughter, and her mysterious death had inspired the Roths themselves to reach out to Lorancy's family to offer their help. Now, a little history. Mary Roth, born October 8, 1846 in Warren County, Indiana, moved with her parents to Middleport at the age of just 6 months. And at just 1 year old, she suffered a violent fit that doctors said she had little hope of surviving. Surprisingly, though, Mary Roth recovered from this fit after just a few days, appearing completely healthy and back to normal 2 weeks later. But the fits returned just 3 weeks later. These fits continued every 3 to 5 weeks until Mary was 10 years old, and then they intensified into clusters that would last days, always returning after a period of respite. Mary was told with constant fits, which left her unhappy and despondent, though otherwise normal, bright, musically inclined, and advanced educationally. At just 15 years old, Mary's parents, Anne and Asabi Roth, sought cures from specialists, and they even brought Mary to Peoria, Illinois, where she was put through a rigorous regimen of 18 months of hydrotherapy, a revived 19th century water-based therapy that used baths and hosing for circulation that hoped to cure mental conditions in the individuals undergoing the therapy. But despite all these efforts, Mary improved very little and continued to complain about head pain. At this point, they even tried using leeches, attaching them to Mary's temples to let blood, and they kept them as pets. But the bloodletting failed, and on July 16, 1864, at 19 years old, Mary Roth her own arm in the family's garden and passed out from blood loss. Regaining consciousness in despair, she suddenly turned violent, and according to witnesses, she required 5 men to restrain her. So Mary almost died at this point, and according to the reports, she lost her sight, hearing, and feeling, yet she was able to perform some absolutely bizarre feats after this incident. She began to read while blindfolded. She performed tasks like dressing or picking pins effortlessly. She even read an encyclopedia's entry about blood aloud and read letters from a box, detecting tricks by tossing unrelated letters violently. Physicians that looked at Mary at this time called it catalepsy. The clergy called it a divine mystery. Editors of newspapers called this fits or phenomena. But at the end of the day, all these different groups were trying to find explanations for how Mary was able to read things while she was blind, and they tried to explain these manifestations, which drew local fame as citizens themselves witnessed Mary's abilities. Reports of these encounters and events were actually covered in local newspapers at the time. However, Mary's fits persisted, which led people to pressure the Roth family to put Mary in an asylum. And on July 5th, 1865, during a visit to Peoria, Mary suffered a fatal fit after eating breakfast. dying that morning at age 19 after a turbulent and bizarre life. So as you can see, the Roth family had already experienced something incredibly similar to what Larancy was going through. Their own daughter had experienced these fits. They had sought help from everybody, taking her to do hydrotherapy, consulting with physicians, consulting with religious leaders, and no one could help them. And sadly, Mary had died when she was only 19 years old, which had left the Roths feeling like they failed their own daughter. But then, in the same town that they were located in, another young girl, this time Larancy Venom, began exhibiting the same symptoms that had plagued the Roths' own daughter. And this led them to want to intervene in Larancy's case. They felt like this could possibly be retribution for their own failings that they felt they had in Mary's case. And eerily, Dr. Stevens' suggestion that Larancy should allow a more positive spirit to possess her had led Larancy to marry Roth. And Mary had died when Larancy was only 3. Now, as a spiritualist, Asa B. Roth eagerly shouted out, "We're back in the room right now," and stated, "Mary, you should come and possess Larancy," as he was happy to have the chance to speak with his daughter again. That very next day, February 1st, Thomas Venom, Larancy's father, told Asa B. Roth that Mary Roth had arrived in Larancy's body, and said that Larancy was suddenly homesick for her pa and ma and brothers. That morning, Larancy was suddenly unable to recognize the Venom family, any of the family members, her parents, or their home, and became mild, polite, timid, and wept constantly. She kept stating, "Return me to my ma and pa, to our house." This continued for a full week until Anne and Minerva Roth visited Larancy. Larancy called them Ma and Nevi, which eerily enough was Mary Roth's childhood nickname for her sister Minerva, and she suddenly hugged them and expressed gratitude. After Anne and Minerva Roth left, Larancy grew more homesick and cried out to her own family that she wanted to go home. And reluctantly, the Venoms then proposed that Larancy stay with the Roths in their house to see if it would help her. And so the Roths agreed. And on February 11th, Larancy went with Anne Roth back to their home. However, along the way, Larancy pointed out the Roths' old home and begged her to let her go in. This, once again, eerily enough, was the house that Mary Roth would have lived in before her death. Remember, after she died, the Roths moved to that new house.
Yes.
But Anne Roth convinced Larancy that she needed to go to their actual home, and she was eventually able to convince her to continue. At the current house, when Larancy was brought in, she greeted the Roths as her own family, hugged them, and asked them how long she would be there. And this didn't end up being some sort of a short stay. Larancy Venom would end up staying at the Roths' home for 3 months and 10 days. And the entire time that she was there within the house, she claimed to have been possessed by the spirit of the Roths' daughter, Mary. Now, at the time, not all of the Orthodox Christians that called Watseka home believed in what was going on. Reverend Baker, that local Methodist minister, expressed publicly that he regretted not convincing the Roth family to send their daughter to an asylum. And some relatives even preferred that Larancy be dead than associate with spiritualists. Dr. Jewett upheld his catalepsy diagnosis, and skeptics in town gossiped. However, throughout all of this, Larancy continued to exhibit extremely unusual symptoms, like recognizing neighbors and greeting them as long-lost friends, calling them by their names that she wouldn't know. Larancy herself didn't even recognize her own family members. It was almost as if Larancy had just met her own mom, dad, brothers, and sisters. And at one point, Asa B. Roth actually wrote a letter to Dr. Stevens stating that Larancy had claimed that she was perfectly happy as being Mary Roth, knowing only things that Mary used to know, entering trances every other day. Interestingly, Larancy also recognized Mary's old possessions, like letters she had written, her old hat she used to wear all the time, and the piano that she had learned how to play during her own life. Larancy even attempted to play old songs that Mary had learned during her life, but when she was unsuccessful, she remarked that her fingers just wouldn't work right. So for a period of 5 months, at the end of the day, Larancy Venom resided with the Roth family, interacted with the Roths as if she were their daughter Mary, and claimed to be under a constant sort of possession by Mary's spirit. All these events were documented by Dr. Stevens, who labeled Larancy Venom the Watseka Wonder, and her case has become a cornerstone of paranormal history, widely regarded by people across the spectrum as a singularly compelling instance of probable spiritual possession. You see, even to this day, there's no logical or scientific explanation that can fully explain how Larancy knew the things that she knew, the events of what exactly happened, and the story itself. Now, we're going to get into exactly what happened at the end of all of this, what led to Larancy shedding this possession, possession, alleged possession, and more about the story, some details that are just mind-blowing. But I felt like we needed to get that kind of out of the way
so we know
you
where we're
understand
starting
what the
here.
Watseka Wonder is and was. It was a very well documented, very well chronicled case of spiritual possession. That's really hard to believe. I mean, it's some really mind-blowing stuff when you get into the actual, case file kind of details that were written down by Dr. Stevens. Now, Lorancy did survive. Mary Roth's spirit left her. We're going to talk about that later in the video. But an interesting little thing is that later in life, when Lorancy Venom got married and got pregnant, according to her, at one point towards the end of her pregnancy, Lorancy Venom claimed that Mary Roth, after years, re-entered her body and was inside of her body when she gave birth to her child, which resulted in a painless childbirth.
That's
a
little
really
weird.
interesting stuff. We're going to talk about all those specifics later. Keep in mind, I didn't know any of those particulars. Nobody in my family did. Those are kind of hard to track down details. I actually didn't know all that stuff until yesterday when I was writing the script and doing some research. It's pretty crazy stuff. So at this point in the video, we're going to hop to right when we got to the Roth house. So the house that we were investigating that evening was where Lorancy Venom was held for that period of 15 weeks, 5 months, however long it was, when she was possessed by Mary Roth. The house itself was constructed by the Roth family to try to talk to their own daughter who had died, and they had all those seances and attempted to contact spirits in that house. So it's really like a house that was built by spiritualists for the purpose of spiritual connection. So it's a really, really special place, and it's really interesting. But we were joined by a very special guest that evening, Sean Austin. And without further ado, let's just get into this. This is one of the wildest videos that we've ever filmed, and you guys are really, I don't think, ready for what we're about to show you.
All right, thrill me.
All right, my name is Sean Austin. I am a demonologist, paranormal researcher, and medium. Been investigating the paranormal for over 15 years. Never been to this place, never heard about it, and I'm anxious and excited to see what's gonna go on tonight here at this interesting location.
So before we begin, I do want to say he doesn't know any of the history. We just had dinner and we went over the fact that he doesn't know anything about the house. So when we go in, we're gonna have him do a cold read on the location and see what he's picking up on. And we're just gonna follow your lead.
All right.
And no, this is not a filter. It's really humid out, so everything looks dreamy. All right, man.
All right, so we just walk inside and... Do you want to start here, like...
Sure.
I just heard an old type woman's name, Patrice. Sounds like an old, unique, older woman's name. She's very caring. Seems definitely older. Someone's talking about something behind me. I don't know if it's referencing a picture that's here, or if they're just saying the spirit was behind me. I feel like there was good times with this fandom here at some point, but there's also desperation here. Someone's asking for help. There's sadness, very distraught, very desperate female wants help in here. I'm seeing a rope. I don't know if it's a noose or what. Keep saying behind you. I think there's a presence here kind of saying to me, what you gonna do? Kind of like trying to be dominant towards me. Feeling a little threatened, possibly. I think something's trying to draw me to go upstairs. So yeah, let's jump upstairs. Something about a witch. What's that to me? It feels worse up here. It's hard to breathe. It's like it's choking, like it's just straight up. Very oppressive and very thick in here. I'm getting super chills in here. Something saying to me, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
In this room specifically?
Yeah, I'm getting like straight up pressure in my chest, like someone's standing on me. It's angry. It keeps on saying to me, it's angry. You better not. You better not. I just heard another name, like a last name, Hamilton, Matthew, Sue. I'm getting a bunch of names in here. They're saying there's a witch spirit, and she's strong in here. There's an inhuman presence that's coming through here. I don't know if it's coming through a doorway here or if it emanated from here, but I'm seeing like sharp, long teeth in its mouth. Someone's saying to me, it's dark, it's dark. A battle. Good versus evil. And this presence keeps on saying, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's reference to Elizabeth, something about children. I don't know if it's hers. It's like might say my children. They're scared. I just heard, don't you worry about it. I'll take care of him. I think they're referring to me.
Not good.
He just said he thinks he's a priest. No, I don't. But because I pray. Okay, so I just felt burning on my back for a split second, right here. Something definitely just tried to scratch me. And I would only look if I really felt the burning for about 30, 60 seconds, but it was like about 3 seconds. Like a line of like pure heat on my back. It's getting chills. This is like intense in here. They don't want you here. Someone's saying they don't want you here. Ooh, I feel like I'm surrounded. Rage, anger, saying my souls. They're my souls. There's a little boy spirit here
Not
too.
good.
He's got like darkish hair. He runs away when he gets scared. I'm thinking this is definitely a prevalent room in this house. There's something important about this room, for sure.
The face tracking keeps jumping off of this face behind me.
Can I film that on?
Not doing it anymore.
Maybe just let him keep talking and see if it happens.
Because that's right in the direction where I felt the burning on my left shoulder. This is the room that started it all. Alright, let's change rooms. I mean, there's a lot in here. There's definitely a lot going on in this room in here. As soon as I walk in here, I feel like I saw like a noose again, like someone was hung. Having to do with a male presence in here. Someone's saying he's stuck here. He watches people when they sleep in here. Stands over the bed. He's looking at you now, being told. They're saying the closet. I don't know what it is about spirits in closets, but I mean, my interpretation is it's usually like the darkest place to watch from. There's a lot of energy in this room too.
Oh,
What is that?
interesting.
I don't know.
No.
You hear that?
Yeah.
It came from over here.
Like,
Yeah, it was like something like that.
Oh, great. The mirror.
Fun.
I see a man holding his neck. There's someone holding a rosary in this room too, I'm seeing.
What the
Did it
is
again.
the RC maybe?
that? You guys slept in
We're here,
all
I
night.
never-
You never heard that.
I don't think this guy was a good guy in life. Getting that feeling like something about it.
We did not like that closet.
Last night?
Right when I came in here.
It's
When
close.
we first checked in,
You watched?
something strange in there. And I'm just like right now. Boy, just
Something about scratch, yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, the goosebumps.
oh yeah, I'm just like, look at that.
Even they
Just
were
felt like my whole
just
body
feeling
was
like they didn't like the closet and probably kept it closed all night.
Wow.
There's something about scratching. I don't know if people get scratched in this room or something, but it's being mentioned.
Interesting.
I just heard someone say the angels are with him. So I don't know if they're referring to me, like I'm being protected. Now it kind of makes me think of like the scratch marks. Now, typically, you know, if I feel like it's because I'm protected that I'd feel burning for a second and then it would stop because it's not capable of doing it. That's my at least perception on that. Something about this witch spirit. I think this witch spirit was invited in here.
Bad news bears.
I'm not sure when or how, but this witch spirit is a dominant force here that the spirits are telling me. The little boy's scared of the witch. There's something with pills too. I was just shown. I feel like I just saw someone being held down in this bed, like on their shoulders or their neck or something. Like there's a violent something going on. I'm wondering if the guy that's saying to me, "What you gonna do?" and like saying that to me, I feel like that could be the guy that's prominently in this room. And he's not a happy spirit. He's not nice. He's irritable. Definitely really kind of enraged. Doesn't like people in his space. It's probably why you were feeling uncomfortable. Because I feel like he's gonna make you feel uncomfortable when you're in here. Like you're being watched. Like it's like, get out of my space. He's saying we shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You better be careful. Saying to me.
Right before he came, when I went downstairs, I was here, and I was just kind of angry. Remember, and I just threw the screwdriver kit at you. Just say use the kit if you want. And I went on and sat down. I didn't really know why I was feeling that way, but I was laying down in here. It's almost like affecting me.
We were kind of wondering why you were so crabby.
Yeah, he came down and just threw the screwdriver at us, and we were like,
Yeah,
"What's
just
the?"
happened. Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with him?
Yeah, I'm just feeling like completely head to toe. I'm just like vibrating.
So by him being able to influence you makes him feel like he had that control in life and have that, you know, channel through you. Knowing that you're open and doing what you do and what we do with spirits is an opportunity to connect with you on that level. This guy's pacing in here. Isn't like over here. Alright. See you keep moving.
Interesting. Interesting feedback too.
Feeling female energy, and I was just shown a knife and something about bloody something and having to do with this area here. Sammy, don't you dare. I'm telling you. Don't you dare.
Oh, that was the AC. I was like, what the hell? It was like,
The dogs? Yeah. There's a woman here telling me, please save me. He doesn't want her to get help.
what was that?
Yeah.
There's like a tap in the hallway.
Is it the same man, you think?
I feel like he doesn't want her to go and eat.
There
I
it is.
heard that.
I haven't heard.
If you don't want us to be here, make the loudest noise you possibly can. She's feeling like comforted by me. She trusts me. I feel her like I'm getting like
Did you
Strider.
guys see that over there?
What'd you see?
The lamp just flickered. I should not.
Oh, I think I just saw the
lamp
light
in that
flicker
room
too,
just
maybe.
flickered like that.
Did you get on video?
No, I literally just moved over to you, and it just or maybe if I'm seeing it, but it definitely went black right there in that doorway. So I'm assuming it was that lamp. Yo, that's crazy, dude. What are the odds too? Right when I turn my camera.
That's how it'll happen. I don't want you to capture it on video.
Oh, dude, that gave me the chills. Actually, that has not happened all day either.
This woman had a child, I think. I've seen her rocking like a baby. It feels more like tragic and like sad in here, that type of heaviness, rather than over there. It's more like anger and like a little creepy, like, you know, like get out of my space. This is a more emotional heavy in here. That guy's like, get out of here, move, leave. I see like a child like playing with some toys or something. See, it's telling me the closet again. I don't even know if this was up, but something's telling me something with the closet.
There's a closet right here.
Oh, what's behind there?
Yeah, I don't know what that's on the. It doesn't open.
The alchemy thing out there.
Yeah, the saying like behind you.
I wonder what that room is. Probably just the owner's bedroom.
I feel like this woman just said to me, the cross, hold it with you here. Hold it with you. That witch. She's no good. Go downstairs, you'll see. Alright.
Isn't it a lot lighter though
Yes.
in that room there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got some stuff to fill you in on when we're done. It's pretty insane.
Like with some stuff I said?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what this place reminds me of? Whisper's Estate.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of occult stuff that goes on here, and I can feel that same energy in here. where it's
Interesting.
just like,
Very interesting.
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder.
allowed
Yeah, I do
here.
wonder if
There's
between ownerships or
doors
something
that are
that
being
something
opened
happened in
intentionally
this place.
many times
They let a
over.
lot
I
of
feel like there's-
unnecessary things in.
There's a portal in this
Gotta
room.
wonder.
It's a doorway, for sure. Spirits are coming in and out. Someone just said the devil's watching you. Creature from before. That's how they can see. They peek in. Chills, man. Red glowing eyes. The witch's circle. Seeing candles, long thin candles lit. Seeing like a woman's hands. She's got jewelry on or something, like some hefty stuff on her fingers. I feel like this is witchcraft. Something's occult related's going on. Someone just said Lucifer tonight. Something about a baby. Dude, there's something evil down here. For sure. It's filled with rage. It wants to harm everyone here. I'll destroy you. You're nothing. Now I'm the baby. Some saying over it, the baby. So I'm not the baby. It's growling. Being told like the witch is like trying to plan or plot something. Being told I threaten to disturb the energy that the witch has the ability to have here in the environment. It's almost like she's like a spider in a web who wants to control, all the little connectivities and all the souls that are here. She doesn't like that. Doesn't like it at all because I'm vocalizing stuff that they want to keep dormant within the shadows so they can keep in their controllable state with what is going on in here. I feel like I'm almost getting pushed out of here. It's like an energy. It's almost like they're really trying hard to get me out of here. They're really threatening that I'm here because they know what I do all the time because I pray for spirits. I thought I saw really quickly, visually, someone got injured in the head. I see like blood or something in the head. It looked like some sort of injury. I don't know. You're saying the creature wanders here. You better watch out. I feel like something just touched me on that arm, like a really quick, like tap really quickly.
I feel cold on my legs.
And Kara keeps focusing on the little baby Jesus.
I mean, obviously it's like an interesting interpretation. It looks a little weird, to be honest. The baby's expression on the face
Doesn't the baby look
Little
devious.
Yeah.
Totally looks devious.
And that's what struck out. It's looking at us.
It's like Damien from The Omen.
And how it's got hold of her hand. Look at those long fingers.
Yeah, that is weird. That's really creepy, actually. Alright, they want us to go to the next room, so...
I think I have seen that picture before, though. But yeah, that is a little strange. Interesting pick for that room.
So, my experience with the spirits, when they tell me an inhuman spirit's around, they always refer to me a lot of the times. They say the enemy, or the enemy is near. And when they say the enemy to me, I perceive that as the enemy of man. And that is how I've connected the dots with that. Once they're saying it's close, it's nearby, something inhuman's here. You feel like dizzy in here. It's like your equilibrium's off, and I think that's probably connected to some of the occult activity on this table, more of the intention to connect to the spirit world and open doors. That's usually my sign when you walk and you feel like you're in like the circus side effect, like on a floor or something. It's usually my sign for some sort of portal as well. I think these rooms are definitely doorways for sure. I'm seeing a woman with like blood coming out of her mouth. It looks creepy, like messed up. She has like white eyes and blood coming out of her mouth.
No, thank
I'm
you.
getting chills. It's evil. It's doing like animalistic behavior, like, you know, almost like vampiric, like a vampire reacted. They just took a bite of someone and just snarling. Like they
drink
just
out somebody
enjoy
and it's just
this
rah,
animalistic
rah, rah, rah.
meal. Feed. It has to feed. I'm being told.
Oh, fun.
It's looking for any sort of energy to feed off. There's rage and anger in here, like something in here just wants to like knock everything over and like break everything. You know what's interesting I noticed when I came down here is that force of that man from upstairs, I don't notice it now. It's like it stands off as soon as you come over this side of the house, because I think he's apprehensive about what's over here. He knows he can't deal with what's over here. That's kind of like his space where it's more of that over there. This is more of the occult, witchy area of the house. Dangerous. They're saying some of the things that have been done here are dangerous. It's dangerous what they do.
They all know
Watch
what
out.
they do.
They're looking for a way in. Like you said before, I think you got to be just careful, because I feel like it already feels here, some of the stuff here, that has a little influence over you.
I was just envisioning light around me right now.
Yeah.
Just feeling like I need to.
There's like a vision of like a woman like clawing at the walls, like she's trying to get out of a prison. Just moaning and groaning. She's saying, "I'm forever broken. Infinite sorrow."
These flames are acting so strange. Do you see this? Well, that one's going like all
Like, it's
directions.
being blown on,
but
yeah.
the AC's off.
Yeah, there's another female energy attached to this. It's just like a culmination of different diversified layers of the paranormal energy. You got like the occult stuff, you got the emotional tragedy and suffering from human spirits, and it's a little bit of everything. All right, is there
So
anywhere
I
else to
wonder
go?
what's happened in
The
between
basement.
owners.
All right.
Maybe some people did some things during the 70s in particular that they shouldn't have been doing. 70s and 60s. People experimenting with things that they didn't understand. That's happened a lot during that particular decades.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'll try to get some spider eggs in my back pocket tonight. You keep
Fun, fun,
walking,
fun.
or is that?
No, you keep on.
Oh God.
Want me to go first?
Yeah. Might need that light.
I was like, what is that?
This is just really weird. I've been taking notes this whole time. I have Connor's room, but the room that I was in all day, I don't have anything from that room at all.
That was the first room we started in.
I feel like there's been some whipping going on down here. Someone's saying they beat me. They're telling me there's a portal down here too. It's right there.
You hear that?
Did you hear like a voice or something?
I heard.
There's like a brief screaming or something.
I heard a bang. Did you hear that?
I heard a bang.
Yeah, I heard like a voice. It almost sounded like a distant scream to me.
There's definitely a tap that I heard from behind you guys.
So I'm being told the witch is here. I feel like this might be an area she likes to hide in. I feel like Ouija board's been played down here.
Not good.
Did you hear that? Sounded like a growl or something behind me. It was like...
There's another
Up a little
movement.
bit.
Board's been played down here. Did you hear
Ooh,
that?
just the briefest of something
Sounded like
there.
a growl or something behind me. It was like...
There's another movement back there. There's just something here.
I heard that.
Fireworks.
Oh.
Oh. Dang it.
Something saying I'll fight you. You think you know. Someone's holding their stomach. Like they're injured or something. I feel that little boy spirit down here too. Think he likes to peek behind things and watch. He gets frightened really easily. I'm starting to hear that guy again. He's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Just watch your step. I think I was just shown the stairs. It's almost like a threat in Italy. He's gonna try to push me down the stairs. Someone's saying there's secrets here. Little kids asking to play. Now I'm getting cold behind my back right here. Just drop temperature right here.
Weirdly enough, right when you said that, I felt like something touched my leg.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, I definitely feel like something's behind me. I just got straight up like cold. Yeah, do you feel that? Do you want to see if you can put your hair there?
Someone's breathing on my neck right now.
It's just like it's a little colder over here, like behind me.
Oh, dude, right here.
Yeah.
Literally right here. Actually,
Just, like,
dude, what the
drop. In here for like 10 minutes.
It's right here. Like, I can feel this on my legs right
If you
here.
put your hand over here to his, it's like...
Oh, dude, that's 100%.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's no air or anything.
I don't feel that like same intoxicating feeling like you do in those rooms up here there, but there's definitely things that went on down here, I believe, that weren't good.
Do not help things. So yeah.
Big ass spot.
Definitely some things that weren't good down here. Those old times and things like that, I think there was some bad stuff going on in that subject.
Jesus. No wonder. Sorry.
What's that? I don't know. It's right behind me. It's like a little tapping.
The height of this room is the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only in this room.
What was that?
That wasn't you that knocked. That. No. Weird.
There's not as much down here though, compared to up there. I feel like some hefty emotional distress and bad stuff that maybe went down here, but not as much as the first and second floor. But I do feel like that witch hangs out down here because it's the darkest place. It's kind of like the principal behind hanging out in the closet. I'm just getting more of a cold breeze again. It's like right here. Alright. Is that pretty much it?
That's it?
Was there anything in the kitchen?
Did we do the kitchen?
We can go walk up there real quick.
I feel like somebody may have hit their head in here.
Weirdly enough, right where you stood just now, you're perfectly framed, so there's like a halo above your head.
Oh, wow. I'll take a halo. Yeah. I'll protect it.
Right.
You know, I'm actually being told that could be something underneath this floor. I don't know what it is. Something that may have been intentionally hidden.
So that'd be the crawl space.
Yes. That's what I was wondering.
Oh. I was just shown a key. It looked like an old key. It almost looked gold-esque. I'm feeling that female energy, that desperate, sad energy again. There's a lot of interactions between this man and this woman in this area here. There's a lot of that going on. She's saying he tore me up. She's really hanging on to me. You'll help me. Peace. I want peace. She's like shaking her. I want peace. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rare.
That sounded like it was upstairs.
Yeah, I heard that come from up here.
Oh, shit. God.
You guys are sleeping here tonight?
Again.
Just when we checked in, going into that room, our bedroom, and then opening the closet door, just, oh my gosh. Again, I just talking about it. It just rushes through me. But
You still decided to put your bags down?
well, no. We've done this a zillion times, but he's making it a lot more real.
Well, like I said, it's all about validation, you know? When you have feelings and something else, whether it's a piece of equipment, and I consider myself my own piece of equipment, and I'm looking to validate myself and have all the stuff connect and realize that's going towards that answer, that notion. So, you know, I think they were fighting in here.
What was that? That little crackly?
Over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought that was you.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded like footstep just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that creak?
Yep.
It was just a little creak in the stairs right there. So in here, it's very connected to the male and the female a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of
Seems
like
so.
the prevalent. Is that you or?
Yeah, for me, shit.
Okay. I think that's what's really connected most likely in this kitchen. For the most, what I'm tapping into is the interactions between the woman and this man. All right. Yeah.
Well,
It's also kind of peculiar saying that, like, you felt like they were fighting a lot in here. And, like, right where he's sitting is, like, right where you were getting angry.
Yeah, I don't know what came over me actually, because you were asking for like a screwdriver. Where is that thing again? Right here. Here. And I don't know. I came and grabbed it, and I came over here, and I just said, here, just use it if you want to. And then I walked back to that main room, right? And sat down, and I was just looking at my phone, like, kind of even thinking, like, what did I just do? Yeah. Like, I didn't really even understand what I was doing, almost, like, kind of strange.
And that's where you were sitting when you were asked to. And you don't remember the first part of the interview, too.
Yeah.
And that's where you were.
That's where I sat the whole working.
Is this something that's been like increasing over time? Something that you've been doing with the paranormal, or is it something just recent?
No, I don't really think so. I mean, I've had cases, of it. I mean, angry, has been a theme of mine.
No, I mean like losing track of time.
I can't really think of it. I mean, this time seemed like the really one that really stood out to me. Like,
so here's where you feel like you actually were losing. So time was not remembering.
I don't remember that room. It's like we skipped over it,
I think he's connected to you because of your anger issues, because that's why he's relating to you. So he's
Feeding off your negativity.
vicariously trying to connect with you so he can feel like he's still alive as a human.
Well, I mean, this doesn't matter. I mean, I actually am in counseling for anger management, but I'm not like overly angry. It's just more like I'm frustrated and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but these things know that. They see it on your aura. I believe the spirits all know all of our intentions. I think there's a colorization to our aura that vocalizes some sort of
I've heard of such things.
Notion of what kind of emotional status we are as a person and the soul within the physical vessel.
Yeah.
And that's why some of them will be
See the right
opportunistic
aura
and
and
connect
just
with you
go,
because they
"Oh,
feel like
yeah,
that energy's had anger issues.
Yeah.
And it feels like it can connect with you and get you into that state a lot easier than your average person because he already knows you have an issue with that. It smells it on you, kind of like a blood to a shark or a fish kind of flapping in the water, signaling its prey.
It's weird.
That's
'cause
interesting.
I feel like when we went to dinner, you were fine, and then it was like you just were really angry, like just now.
Why I came
And then
in.
you came in and did that and said some little comment to us, and I was like, you left the room. We were kind of like, what was that?
Yeah, and I even knew that when I went and sat down. Like, what was that?
You just threw that, and we kind of looked at each other like,
And
what the?
Mine's not, like being violent or anything like that. Mine's just more like,
Impatience.
yeah, and
But the thing with these things, that's what they do. They can take something little tiny, a little spark, and basically throw gasoline on that fire subconsciously to the point where you will actually act out more than you would averagely do. That's what they do. They amplify any sort of negative emotion a human being can have. Anger, sadness, depression.
So, we have very, very minimal knowledge about this house. We haven't done our tour yet. I've never watched any media about this house. I've only read the Wikipedia page for the possession case that happened here. But I spoke with the owner on FaceTime yesterday, and he kind of walked me through the house, and he said that in that corner of the basement that we were in, he said that's where things get weird. And he said there are urban legends online about something that lives down there. So I didn't even look it up, so I don't know what those are.
It's funny because I didn't say it, but I heard something say the corner to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. He took me down there on FaceTime, and then that room upstairs where you said this is where it all started. That's where the girl who was possessed was living for 100 days, and they were performing those things on her. Was in that room.
Gives me chills.
So in every single thing in that room specifically that you said, it was like, oh.
We were all peeking at each other behind our cameras like, oh,
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. I know nothing about this house. I never even heard about this house until you were like, you ever heard about this? I do not know a thing.
Yeah.
But to even, be in the exact room to know that's where the took, because that was saying we battled good versus evil.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there specifically, it's a very unassuming, it doesn't even look like a bedroom. What was that?
yeah,
There's some or footboard, footstep.
Oh, that sounds like a
Anyways.
step.
But all the other stuff, I have no clue. So I think that's what we're going to find out tomorrow, because he's coming to do the tour in the morning. I will say, though, it's strange
Fun.
getting kids' toys and nooses. I don't know if this has any relation to what you're getting, but when we got here, I've been working on a different non-paranormal thing, a true crime case, and I FOIA'd Freedom of Information Act requested documents from the Seattle Police Department, and they sent me this huge document dump not yesterday, but the day before. And last night I was up for about 4 hours reading about it in my bedroom up there. And they're all crime scene photos that were uncovered in this house with hundreds of nooses. And I typed out an email to this guy who I know who's an occult specialist, and I sent him pictures of the nooses and said, what does this mean? So I was thinking about nooses for hours last night. I can actually, just to show you, it's kind of bizarre. Here's the message I sent him yesterday. What I'm talking about. Here's some of the rope that I sent him.
Oh wow.
You can see.
Oh jeez.
These are actual nooses that this person tied to his ceiling.
Creepy.
Something keeps knocking over here.
I don't know if you want to get a shot of this.
jeez,
But I sent these yesterday to if he could help me. So that was my whole message was about nooses. So
That's
I don't know if I would
ominous.
have left some sort of
It's
mark.
very interesting.
It totally.
That's pretty weird. And the kids' toys you said too. There's a ton of photographs of children's toys that I included screenshots that they found too.
It totally could be. We get
That's
information
not
like
the
that.
information that he
you
was
want to make sure
over.
it's prevalent, but it's almost like you're like on a dating app or something. You're swiping left and right. You want to make sure it's like okay. And you want to make sure it's not coming from your mind. That's why it's so important to not know information about what happens in a location, because as soon as your rational mind knows any information, your rational mind tries to fill in the blanks rather than getting the information from the spirit world genuinely. So yeah, it's definitely feasible for sure.
Well, I think at this point we should start the investigation.
Sounds good.
You ready?
This place is interesting, man. There's definitely a lot going on here.
Yeah, so something
A lot.
that we're doing tonight, I don't think we've even said it on camera yet, is just come over here. Everybody come over here. So, what I want to do to start is I want to start in here. So it's weird that you said this is one of the portal vortex rooms. And I'd like for us to do like a typical almost seance, sitting around this table, all these candles, calling the energies in. And I don't know if you have a procedure that you would do for something like that.
Well, how about I watch from the outskirts, and I'll tell you like if something's happening.
Okay.
I just
like
don't want
that.
to put my, self in that
Yeah.
situation.
So we got.
And actually, what I could do is I'll have like an EVP recorder, and I can leave on the SPI and see if there's something that connects while you guys are saying something. You might get like a voice or something that's
Interesting,
intelligently
yeah.
connecting to your intention.
Dude, yeah. It's weird. I didn't know the history of this house, but I bought this kit just for this video. So this is a custom-made ghost hunting kind of exorcism-esque kit to use that I want to use in this home. So you've got candles, an old gas lamp, tarot cards, holy water, obviously a crucifix and everything the like, a pendulum, a little scrying mirror, a Bible. I wanted to just do a video.
That's cool.
Less like ITC devices and more just how they would have back then to see if we can.
Yeah, it's super
It'll
cool.
bring
I don't
in
have a
anybody
trigger
that
item,
might
really.
recognize
Exactly.
that stuff. Yeah.
Considering, what went on here.
Well, let's turn the lights out.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
So, our plan for this evening is pretty different. So, like I showed before in that last shot with Sean, we have this custom-made, essentially Victorian era ghost hunting kit with a lot of old school divination tools. And we're gonna try contact the spirits here in a completely new and different way. I know that I said we weren't gonna do devices, but I figured that we might as well just put some REM pods out just to see if we can capture any energy swells. But other than that, Sean is going to be using his app that he's developed that we've used many times in the videos now. Other than that, we're just going to go completely old school tonight. So let's see what's in here that we can use right now. Should we use the pendulum?
Sure. I don't really know what all's in there.
There's an old thermometer. There's some tarot cards. Do you know how to read tarot cards?
Personally, no.
I have no idea, so I think those are kind of useless.
Yeah.
We can all just draw. Should we just draw one and look it up and see what it means?
I've done a little bit of tarot. Don't need to shuffle them.
Who's the picture of in the box? Who that's supposed to be?
That's just a random picture. Here, Sean, do you want one?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that? Like that?
Yes, it was like a.
It was like a scream or something?
Yes, from over there. Okay, that was freaky as hell. Alright, buddy. What'd you get?
Got the Four of Pentacles, and it's saying it's about possessiveness and control.
Could be a bug, but yeah, it's hard to say. Interesting.
I didn't realize I took 2 cards actually.
What'd you
They're
get?
stuck together. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles.
Stability, wealth, and success. Practicality, generosity, strong sense of responsibility. King and what of Pentacles?
King of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles.
Grounded, practical, reliable individual. Methodical approach to getting to goals.
Like an on-point fortune cookie.
On point fortune cookie, yeah. My man's apparently doing very well for himself. And very grounded in what he does.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Oh, God! Oh, just flew right into my... Did you see that?
Yeah.
Jesus, man, that came out of nowhere.
Watch out for that Walkman, dude.
It's just a ladybug.
What's your card?
The Hierophant.
Oh, there's somebody right here.
Spiritual wisdom and guidance. Challenging authority.
There you go.
Okay.
By the way, this is not how you're supposed to read
No,
tarot
no.
cards, but I think what we're doing here, or what my thinking is that back in the 1800s, or early 1900s really, when they were doing experiments in this house and trying to contact spirits, they probably would have been using methods similar to this. Maybe doing tarot readings, I don't know exactly, but hopefully just by doing this act, some sort of energy will see that we're doing this and want to come join.
2 of Pentacles.
Yeah, a lot of pentacles. Balance, adaptability, navigating change. You can adjust to challenging situations and you can manage multiple demands.
Wow, pretty accurate.
Look.
That was interesting.
So I got the Ace of Wands. New beginnings, creativity, and potential. Action and passion.
No one's wrong. You should put that back.
Dude.
Ooh.
Wow, look at that thing. Oh my gosh.
Look at that boy. Interesting.
I was just told that we're going to be able to help somebody tonight when we say a prayer for them.
Sweet.
Alright, we did. Yeah, that thing really started to go off when we were doing all this. I'm gonna slide those back in there. I guess let's just do what we normally do. If you feel something, feel free to say it, man.
You want to like record an EVP and like I have it, I'll ask a question, then pass it to the next person and see if it answers each one of us. Go around the table.
Sure.
Let's try that.
Yes.
We're here at this table here.
We can try and
What is
do
going
this a
on
little
in this
less
room?
electronic, but there's a few little things here and there to just kind of keep an idea what's going
Is
on.
there anyone here that practices witchcraft?
Oh. That was loud.
Can you give me the name of someone that's here?
Why is the man upstairs so upset?
Well, he did bad things and he doesn't want to get caught.
I woke
I'll
up this
betcha.
morning feeling very sick. Was that someone affecting me?
Ooh, that was loud again. No. Something going on over there.
All right, try that for the first round. See if we got something. But there were like 3 distinct taps behind you. We didn't hear that the entire time sitting at this table.
We had
And
proximity.
Right when Connor asked about being sick, that someone walked up behind him.
And we all heard that man-like grunt that came in that room.
Yes.
Now here's the interesting thing: if we don't hear it on that, and we actually heard with the ears, I would define that definitely as paranormal because there's no way this wouldn't pick up that voice, but we would hear it. So it'd
Exactly.
be interesting if it's there. All right, let's see if we got something. Something now that's doing it more on the window.
It was like scratching on the window. Right.
Take you like. Said take you like.
You're trying to take one of us?
See what it's doing is because it's trying to interpret words. So it might say a word it thinks it's saying that's similar in nature, but that's why you know it's working, because it's trying to interpret any words that can't be. See, when I'm speaking right now, it's canceling out our voice frequencies. It's only looking for words that cannot be us speaking. So sometimes it will be a sentence that doesn't exactly make sense. What'd you hear?
Wow, no, just in that room.
I keep feeling like someone's watching us in that room. I keep looking over there.
Yeah, it's a really different vibe in here. You can keep going.
There. What was that? Was that the stairs?
That was on the stairs.
Yeah.
Which we thought we heard when we were doing the walkthrough of the room too.
You can come in here. Come on down. Come sit at this chair right here.
All these bugs coming in.
I know, dude.
Look at the ceiling.
We don't have a single bug. Look at this over there too.
It almost sounds like it says Colin 8. Right? It says Colin's
I don't know. This kind of sounded like noise to me, honestly.
That was
It's getting closer. I gotta say, dude, there is a very evil vibe over here.
Is there anyone here that practices witchcraft?
I'm not comfortable.
It's over here too. I keep we're being like watched.
Right, exactly.
Like, they're all like peeking in on us.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's why I kept looking over there too.
Man, it's so the energy's so different. Like tonight.
Last night it felt like
I think
normal
it's
house.
he's got to have
Normal
something
house.
to do with it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And us setting all this up. Anyways.
Yeah.
Can you give me the name of someone that's here?
Something there.
Is it bad?
Eli? Evil. Evil.
Wait.
Or
It wants you? It wants you.
I don't know. I'm not really hearing those. It's not clear enough for me.
What is that? What the hell? It's like a full sentence. Dude, what does that say? It's a female.
Yeah, the female. Is the female in distress there?
It's something.
I woke up this morning feeling very sick. Was that someone affecting me?
Yeah.
Alright, wanna do one more round?
Sure.
Yeah,
Some of you
nothing
were
clear enough
warning
for me.
about the witch spirit here. Can you tell us more about that spirit? And is it watching us right now? I just heard someone say danger.
To the little boy that's here, you don't need to be afraid. We're just here to talk to you. Can you come and tell us your name? And what area of the house do you like to play in the most?
Little things here and there, yeah.
Is there something in the house that we should be afraid of?
Play it again.
Is there something in the house that we should be afraid of?
Do you believe in God or Jesus Christ?
My boy Jesus.
Ran out of time.
Oh, right on you?
Lucky.
Dude. I gotta say real quick. In the middle of that session, it was not this. In the middle, right when everyone heard something, I got like, it smelled like blood. I've never had that before. It was like the most metallic, like, it was just like blood. Like when you taste blood in your mouth, it was that exact thing, but I smelled it. It was so weird.
You know what's interesting is that you're sitting right in the exact area that I was standing during the walkthrough about that creepy woman with the blood coming out of her mouth.
Oh,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
dude, that's so
With
actually.
the white eyes, and I was
What?
like, she's like doing that.
It's, I mean, it's gone now, but for whatever, it was like literally like a cloud in my nose.
And when it said play it again, it's like, was it asking us to play the original recording first because it wanted us to understand what it was saying?
Right.
We couldn't understand it. It was like a full sentence before.
Maybe.
It was desperately like,
Right.
all right, listen.
Some of you were warning me about the witch spirit here. Can you tell us more about that spirit? And is it watching us right now? I just heard someone say danger.
As a man says,
Yes.
it's very faint, but it's there. What is that? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. That's a man.
it's a man.
In danger.
We're in bed with her?
Yeah.
In bed with her.
No,
I
that's
hear
what
in
it's
bed
all
with her.
Wow.
That's class A right
That's
there.
that's a lot clearer, yeah. You can make it out a bit. That's kind of
Up and
creepy.
down my body.
Really clear.
Oh my god, my hair's on end.
What did you say happened up in the bed?
Remember one of the
Yeah.
beds I saw him like
Yes.
on top of somebody?
I feel like I just saw someone being held down in this bed, like on their shoulders or their neck or something. Like there's a violent something going on.
I think it was my bed.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was once.
Holding them down or choking them maybe.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. It was like a violent type of thing. That's
Also-
clear, as loud as hell.
Wow.
When I asked my question about it affecting me, I immediately started getting that like deep migraine again that I had this morning.
I had it's like a knife
Yeah.
stuck in my head. I was gonna comment. When I had the blood,
So
it was like that.
I'm not even gonna add on to this, but I had like a splitting my headache kind of feel for about like maybe 10 seconds.
You said something about head injury.
I thought I saw really quickly, visually, someone got injured in the head. I see like blood or something in the head.
It looked like some sort of injury. I don't know.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I think that was 3 knocks.
That was loud.
Yeah, it was like boom, boom, boom.
But I wasn't going to say anything about my head either.
That just happened again, yeah.
Oh, now I'm feeling chills.
What is that? That's actual like knocks, dude. That's not like a little crack.
Yep.
Dude, did you feel that? Oh my god, it's a bug. Jesus. I thought that was a demon coming in here. Holy shit. I mean, that was knocking, dude.
Yeah.
That wasn't just like,
It seems like it's getting like
Yeah.
more consistent too, because
Yeah.
at first we had like these weird noises on the window, and then it's progressed from like the kitchen and then up above us and like over here.
where did that come from? The knocking?
Counter thought below last one time before. Something everywhere.
I thought I felt it, like someone knocking on the basement like this.
That's what I thought. I still can't believe in bed with her.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Really good.
And that connects to what we were
Yeah.
getting before. All right, we got more.
That was
Sorry, that scared me. It was right there.
Too, it was a huge knock.
Sorry. That came from right here, dude.
What did you guys hear?
Oh man.
Well,
That was just
really
a loud, knock
Just like
right
right
here, like
Oh.
on the door frame.
All I heard was Colin.
It was like this.
Yeah. I mostly heard
Right
Colin
here.
screaming, and that
You're
moment
probably gonna
jumping
get
out
this
my
type of
skin.
activity because it's like I said, the guy doesn't want that woman to be
Yeah.
helped.
Right.
This is why this happens. It starts to build. Like it's really because you just come in here and you're not changing anything in their realm, but when you potentially take something out of the environment that they feel like they have control over, like he did in life, things will start popping off more.
I got that knife in the head like that.
Feels like someone's trying to like scoop my eye out.
I gotta start this over.
Little boy that's here, you don't need to be afraid. We're just here to talk to you. Can you come and tell us your name? And
We got
what
past
area
this,
of the
didn't we?
house do you like to
No.
play in the most?
Okay. Whoa. It's 3 words. Oh. I'm gonna slit your throat.
Loss and ruin.
Loss and ruin. That's what I hear. Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Ooh. I'm gonna kill you. Oh wait, yeah.
I can't kill you.
Yep. I'm gonna have to kill you, I think. I'm gonna have to kill you.
Not
I'm
too
gonna kill
friendly
you.
this lot. Not too friendly at all.
Well,
These interpretations are real. Some of them are a little too scratchy for me to hear. Maybe I was in person. I assume it might be a bit clearer.
what is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I hear. I'm gonna forgive you. I'm not gonna be forgiven.
You know what I hear at the end? Lucifer. That's what I heard. Come and worship Lucifer. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Yeah, it's come and worship Lucifer. That's what I hear.
Is there something in the house that we should be afraid of?
cold right here.
Do you believe in God or Jesus Christ?
Wait. Dude, that sounds like two women's footsteps. Listen. There's like two. It sounds like someone walking. Something there.
I'm coming.
Yeah. I am coming.
That sounds like a young child.
That sounds like a man to me.
Dude, it's coming. It's right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That was really, the timing of that was pretty.
You're welcome to step.
You notice we started getting more now. The second recording, that was a really good one. We were actually starting to understand some of that.
So
Yeah.
I have an idea what I want to do. We should do one more session, but we should ask yes or no questions, and you should do a pendulum because I want to use this kit, and I can do dowsing rods at the same time to see if using these old methods, they recognize these. Look at that. It's already.
You gotta say it was freaking me out during that session. I was watching this like bug just fly through all the flames, and then just jump into this wax.
Always in there.
Yeah.
And just like kill itself.
It killed itself right in front of you.
Unalive himself.
But right in front of Connor, it shows the closest candle to Connor. All right, so at this point, we're gonna try using some of the elements of this ghost hunting kit, the Victorian era divination tools. So Jeff is gonna use a pendulum. I'm gonna use dowsing rods, and I think he should roll and see what this entity calls itself. So we did this the other night. Just roll them and see what sticks out to you. I'm gonna light these candles first though. So if you're in this house and you already are here with us, if you can't see us already, I have 2 black candles. If you can see these clearly in the air that I'm holding, I'm going to light both of these. Please come try to follow us and come towards the source of this light. All right, let's have him roll.
Lucky 7. So what, are you going to spell out something?
Yeah.
Is there anything that jumps out at you?
Oh, is that what you do?
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of times phonetically too can be part of this, you know, like your thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you what I thought I saw right away, and then you can do yours. I thought I saw.
It's no use.
Oh, okay.
Well, thanks.
It's off, but it stood out to me. Mockery.
Oh.
But that's just, I know it's not a word. A letter, a person. Or
Close.
But yeah.
Mockery?
Well, I mean, that's just for me. And then strangely enough, Hindu came out of it as well.
There are Buddhas over there.
What's no use? Are you mocking us and what we're trying to do to communicate with you? If you are, make another loud noise in the house.
Did you want a name, Ben? Do you see a name in here?
A name?
Yeah, a name.
These things are pointing right at Sean.
Yeah, so that can be anything that you want, you know, that you think.
Oh no. The one name that popped out to me creeps me out.
What is it?
Oh,
Right here, I think you're looking for that.
Yep.
Right.
Odin.
Odin? Holy sh! We rolled Odin.
Yeah.
And that has to do with your thing that followed you. That we talked about off camera.
Yep.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Odin, if you're here, if you would move this clockwise. If you're not here, then other spirits, you can move it counterclockwise. Odin, are you here?
I just feel burning on my neck for a few seconds.
Strange. Why Odin would be a negative thing.
Like it's trying to decide. Odin, are you here? Oh, look at. That's clockwise, isn't it?
Should you restart the EVP and we should just ask yes/no questions in a circle?
You could. I was just recording
wanna
that
use
to
this?
see if it responded to him. Actually,
You're
we
trying
could
to
do
use
it.
these though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so we like just if we're gonna do
You know, it'd be cool
EVPs.
too, though, if we all take an object out of the box, and we all have a different object, and then ask, "What am I holding?"
Holy sh! That thing just got close.
What was that?
Is it on our side?
Yes.
I kept getting this weird. Y'all probably saw me. I kept checking behind me because I felt like someone's just like
standing
hovering right over me.
right now.
Right
I just
now.
left. I got real close. But yeah, if you want to grab something from here,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Well, give me the crucifix.
That's what I was thinking.
Safe bet. Should we go down and like introduce ourselves?
Oh yeah, yeah. We haven't even done that yet.
Well, we can also, when he was asking that question, I'm curious if something, that was like only 10 seconds. But
Yeah. You want to listen before
Yeah.
we do this?
That's Paranormal.
There was a kid?
Yeah, a little something.
Is that
Right there.
Should you restart the EVP and we should just ask yes/no questions in a circle? Yeah, I did some writing on that to see if it responded to him. Actually, we could do it. Yeah.
Is that a large
That was so
breath?
quick.
Breath over the top of that?
But we can do it now. Alright.
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 Want to introduce ourselves?
To everybody here in the house, by the way, you've known us now for at least a day, but my name's Colin.
My name's Connor.
My name's Sean.
My name's Jeff.
And my name's Mary.
Before we do this experiment, I know you see all these lights. Can you make a very loud noise to let us know where you are in here? Like this?
I don't want to dress up no more. It's fine right there.
I just got that rust this morning.
I'm like in pain.
Why?
It's like my headache's like inside of my eyeball.
Very, very hot.
What am I holding in my hand right now? Who's that on the cross?
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
I think I just saw something crazy.
Oh.
What?
I just look over to the right and I swore I saw like a shadowy hand, an arm that was reaching over the couch that I'm staring at right now. What did I just see over there?
Ooh, that just went swinging wild.
Can you tell me what I'm holding in my hand? And this just confirmed an entity was here. What's that entity's name?
Can you tell me what book I'm holding in my hand? Do you believe in this book?
Something's telling me it's laughing. Dad was walking upstairs.
Ooh. Holy moly, that is walking around, walking around.
I just saw two yellow glowing eyes.
Who's making that noise? Why are you only swinging this rod in my left hand? What are these things?
What was that? That sounded like a scream. That's
Okay, what
give me the
That was
chills.
a human voice.
Mm-hmm.
Did it run out again right when it got to
Oh
Connor?
my god.
Dude, that sounded like someone whose gut started moving around there and ran all the way across to this side here.
Dude.
What's going on here? I was looking in the mirror at the couch, and I kept seeing something like moving around on it.
What am I holding in my hand right now?
There's something there. It's like a groan. Wow. I say hello? Hello.
Who's it?
In pain.
Who's
In pain.
It just really hurt the pain part.
Who's that on the cross?
Sounds like help. Help.
I think I just saw something crazy. One, I just looked over to the right and I swore I saw like a shadowy hand, an arm that was reaching over the couch that I'm staring at right now. What did I just see over there?
I saw her shock.
What is that?
Run.
That's a creepy voice.
Sounds like a scream.
It's like a grunt or something. Scream.
And it's just confirmed an entity was here. What's that entity's name?
What was that? Is that a voice? That's so loud.
Can you tell me what book I'm holding in my hand? Do you believe in this book? Okay. Okay. Okay.
What? Dude. Right after I said it's saying it's laughing, someone says it's laughing.
No clue.
Oh.
Jeez.
No effing clue how hard he's laughing.
I don't know.
Something's telling me it's laughing.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Something's telling me
It sounded like it laughed. Hear that?
That's why.
something's telling
And then someone says it's laughing. Right there. Right after I said it.
Something's telling me it's laughing.
Ooh. It's watching?
Right there.
What is that? The question?
Upstairs.
Whoa. He knows? That's crazy. It's a serpent. That's the other name for Odin, the serpent.
This rod in my left hand. What are these things?
Very faint, a man goes, I know you. Can you hear it?
No, I can hear it.
What is that? It says you're so. That's the scream we got. The scream stops.
So crazy.
Stop.
That is insane.
Wow.
That was good.
So I say we should move and go sit in that room in the complete darkness, but we should blow these candles out first and see if anything happens. All right?
Just sit here and blow them out.
Yeah.
first.
All right,
Holy
we're gonna
moly.
blow these candles out. Feel free to come on in now that it'll be dark.
A lot of candles. Make sure there's no smoke alarms in here. Jesus.
Nah, it smelled like a beauty salon or something up in there.
That's creepy because we asked who was making the noise, and it said the serpent. And that's why I told you I was seeing the yellow eyes in there. Because you were calling out its name. Careful what you ask for.
You guys want to walk over there and sit on those couches?
Alrighty.
Wow, this is an incredible session.
We are just shy of 2 more hours of this, so I'm going to pause it here. I'll see you all tomorrow. For you, though, I'll see you in just about a second. See you all then. All right. Next day, back from work. Been kind of a shit day right after work. Had a couple of hours to cool down, so let's hopefully get through the next 2 hours without too much incident. But the microphone pisses me off. I'm going to give it a good pounding and a good toss across the room. So brace yourselves for any crashing sounds. Anyways, back to the episode.
Jesus, man. Oh, there's a knock.
That's creepy because we asked who was making the noise, and it said the serpent. And that's why I told you I was seeing the yellow eyes in there. Because you were calling out its name. Careful what you ask for.
You guys want to walk over there and sit on those couches? Wow, this is an incredible session.
There we go, right where we left off.
Wow.
You know, what's interesting is the whole house came to life when we all were holding those objects.
Mm-hmm. I keep feeling like something's like trying to touch me. I don't feel right.
There's a portal in this room. Right? Like, that's why it feels weird. It really feels strange.
I'm feeling like delusional right now.
Yeah, you feel like dizzy. And it's just off.
Yeah, I feel like all my energy
Oh, me last night.
drained from that other room. Where are you in here?
I saw you in here before. If you are what I think you are, whatever you are, make another noise. Is this a doorway for you? Someone just touched me on my right ear.
I can't see anything with this.
Can you let us know you're here?
If you're still upstairs, can you run around upstairs like you did before? Someone's saying it's agitated.
I swear, I just thought I saw a set of eyeballs on the stairs.
Like regular eyes?
Glowing eyes.
What
Oh,
color?
that's creepy. They were white. Ugh, I don't like that at all.
That's what they kind of look like, but they're kind of like slightly yellow. That's what I saw right here when I was in the room. Why don't you, here, I'm gonna record, why don't you ask what you just saw on the stairs?
What's over there on the stairs?
Is there a portal in this room where we're sitting? Oh. That sounded like back in the kitchen.
Do something louder. I know you can.
Wow, that was loud. I think it's coming from upstairs.
Can you do it closer?
It's right next to me. Is there someone to the right of me that's been here?
Can you make a whistling sound like this?
Is there a man of the house present? Are you in charge? Can you let me know?
That man upstairs in that bedroom trying to make him angrier? Or this gentleman angry downstairs earlier?
How about the little boy? Do you want to come out and play?
Should be a chunk to listen to.
What's over there on the stairs?
Oh. Dude, it says Odin Gaming. Right there. It says.
Is there a portal in this room we're sitting?
That was the noise that we heard.
That's how we're back in the kitchen. Do something louder. I know you can. Can you do it closer?
Right as I said, it's right next to me. A female goes, yes. Right there.
Oh yeah, this one's very faint.
Is there someone to the right of me that's been here?
Dude, he's like, get out.
That's been here? Right of me? That's been here? That's been here? Here?
Ooh, just barely heard that last time there.
Dude, there's like footsteps upstairs.
Sound like this?
Oh,
It's a new one.
Right next to us, dude.
Right here.
Right here underneath my.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
what the? Dude, that's so weird. Just now, I was sitting here getting pissed off, and I was about to say I swear to God, was about to say something. Told me to say, "Shut up," and it spiked. Like I was sitting here, like actually like disassociating, getting like pissed off.
Really?
And it was saying, "Shut up," and then that just went crazy. Wow, that's trippy.
Can you step away from that? Please step away. Step away from that, please. Wow.
Can you grab it? Are you gonna pull right at me? It's like something's hovering on me.
should I do one more?
Sure.
Yeah, I would. It's quiet now.
That was weird.
Oh, it's still on.
See what else I got on that
What
thing.
the hell, dude?
Oh, and it goes off again. Same pattern.
You can grab it. I think it just started, the energy just got sucked out of it. It's like dying.
Oh, that's a possibility, yeah. Unique timing for it to do that.
There's something
Right? There's something.
in here from here.
There's a man coming?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can
I think it sounds like a little kid.
Yes.
It does sound like it could be.
Interesting.
Okay. You see, we missed that before.
It's right next to me.
Now you know. Don't talk to her.
Very faint. Hard, almost can't hear it.
And that's literally going along with the walkthrough before.
Did you hear that? There's a big upstairs footstep just now.
Oh, the footstep?
Mm-hmm.
That's that man. That's that man saying, "What do you think you're gonna do?" That's I don't like. He doesn't want us talking to that girl, that lady.
Are you upstairs right now? Come on, where are you?
I got a sleeper yet the night. Pushback. Ooh.
Well, you know, like. Man,
Push me, push you, says who?
If you don't want us to talk to her, make a loud noise. It's obviously very serious to you. You don't want us talking to her. Give us a sign of your presence to represent how much you don't want us to talk to her.
Not sure what they're thinking that noise is. I cannot really hear anything.
Why don't you come down the stairs? If you're the man of the house, come downstairs. Talk to us.
I don't know why either. But something's. I don't know if it's just me or something, but like I feel like something's kind of like pushing me to provoke whatever
Me too.
it is in here.
That's because if you just provoke for the sake of provoking, in my opinion, that's leading to invitation. Because if you say, do something to me, you don't have to do something to you today, tomorrow, next month, next year. It's on its time. That's why it wants invitation.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a mischievous son of a gun. It's trying to look for
it's
an
at
opening.
the tip of my tongue.
I just saw
screaming.
something like blacker than black hovering right next to Colin on the side of the couch, like right to the left, and it was like a black blob. Like it was like this big, just hovering to the side of the couch.
I think that's the last photo. I think the angry man is kind of weak, dude.
Oh. Is that you? It's like a squeak.
You really gotta do something loud. Otherwise, we're gonna keep trying to talk to whoever you don't want us to talk to.
If she wants a way out of here, we're gonna offer her a prayer. Did you just hear it?
Mm-hmm.
A whistle.
Voice, something?
A pipe, a squeak.
Whistle.
A pipe, or a whistle.
Where are you?
We have a little bit left of this too.
Can you make a whistling sound like this?
Is that a woman saying, "Let me out"?
Oh,
Yeah.
right there. Right there.
Yeah, I can barely hear that. Yeah.
Please at the end. So it's like, "Let me out." And it goes, "Please." Okay, here we go. I think that's the whole thing.
Is there a house?
Yeah.
Are you in charge? Can you let me know?
Whoa. Oh my gosh, dude. That's my room up there. It's so clear, dude. And you're the one speaking. Watch. Wow. It's my room up there. Oh.
That's my room.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
That is. Wow.
That man upstairs in that bedroom trying to make him angrier. The shaman angry downstairs over there.
What was that? It was like,
The shaman angry downstairs over there.
Yeah.
Where? Was it
like in
before I spoke?
in the middle of Colin talking. It's like someone goes,
That's me. I think it's me. Yeah, it's me.
The shaman
That?
Yeah.
angrier. The shaman
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Voice.
It's like a
trying to
toy.
make him angrier. The shaman angry downstairs over there.
something's trying to get me out of this room.
Why?
Not like, oh, I need to get out of this room. It's like something's trying to bring me into the other rooms.
Oh, that's not good.
Wow. That's crazy. That's just validating the dynamic between this man and woman. It's coming through clearly, straight up.
Wow.
That's, don't talk to her.
Then you got her.
And then
her
she
talking.
said, get me out of here or whatever.
Then you got the kid.
The kid.
Like he's coming, or what do you say?
Yep.
I feel a lot of isolation.
Like sadness.
Not sadness. It's like someone's like prison almost.
Blurry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that female spirit
Yeah.
feels like this is a prison.
What do you think we should move to?
What do you think about going to the Exorcist room?
Yeah, that's what I think.
And I have
Yep.
I have a spirit box that we can rewind in real time, and I can slow it down. It's like you having Audacity with the spirit box,
Oh, that's cool.
which could be cool. It's always nice to actually rewind it in real time rather than saying, what was that? And you really don't know until you analyze
Right.
the footage. So we can slow it down and rewind it over and over again, which is really cool.
What's that?
It's the APF processor by Gary Galko that connects to the SP7 Pro. It's like literally analyzing the EVP in the moment from the
Interesting.
spirit
I
box.
should have read picture of that from.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Oh my god.
Do those pictures.
I'm just gonna look at these real quick. We can all.
Something weird in there?
I don't know. I haven't seen yet. This one looks. I look up.
Looks out for sleep.
Still developing.
Why am I cross-eyed in this picture? What the?
Siamese.
Okay, now what the is that?
That's weird.
Dude, this is on Sean.
What?
Look at this.
What is it?
Dude, what the? What the is that? Okay, like dead ass serious. What the? Dude.
Oh,
Holy sh! Man.
Yeah.
something's blocking out the whole.
That's crazy.
Dude, did any Connor? Wait, let me see quick. Did any of these other ones turn out like this? I took multiple of them. No.
That's interesting.
Dude, look at. I mean, this one's like.
Energy though.
Oh, dude, and this is weird too. Look at this. Look at how exceptionally dark he is in this other one.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much the exact same photo.
Jeez.
Isn't that weird? And, but
That's really.
let me see that again.
Okay.
Look at these two of you too. Wasn't
Didn't you take a picture of me too?
Yeah, that whole blob blocking it.
What do you think? Is that just like a big mass of energy? Or?
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
Dude, that's
Getting
so trippy, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, that is actually.
And look at how it's down here too. Like there's a mist over him. Do you see that?
Interesting.
So, I want
Nothing
to try
definitive, but
this
very
room
interesting.
Before we do the spirit box, a little bit of the dowsing rods and pendulum, and just see if we can get
Get some more stuff
an
with
answer
some of
from
those artifacts.
whatever's in
Yeah,
here.
that's an idea.
This is the room where the girl
They actually did the
was living for 100
exorcism
days
stuff
while
with
she
her.
was
Yes.
having the quasi exorcism procedure done on her, and she was suffering from a possession. So it's weird that not to retread, but this is where you said it all began, and it really is.
Yeah, that's wild. That's a pretty unique thing that was said to me. It's like, this is where it all started or something of that sort. Yeah.
This is the room that started it all.
In like a very nondescript kind of living room.
Yeah. It's not even set up as a bedroom.
No, that's what's so weird. When he said that to me, I was like, damn, it's crazy. So, we've got some holy water, a rosary, a crucifix in here, and I'll give you this. Unless, do you want to do the pendulum?
No. Okay. Do you notice, like, when you're investigating, like, ooh, I heard that in there. Like, right before you begin the intention, like, the energy, like, picks up. Like, right before you start to feel it in the room a little bit. It's like, I just started to feel it, like, because it was, like, fine, and all of a sudden, like, we're about to begin, it's like...
It grows.
Mm-hmm.
So, whoever's in here, you probably have seen dowsing rods before. Just to reintroduce ourselves, I'm Colin.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Mary.
I'm Connor.
I'm Sean.
If you're here, I'm going to show you. Cross the rods like this to answer our questions yes, or keep them straight like this if the answer is no. And you can also, you want to give your instruction, Mom?
And if you want to answer yes, you can swing the pendulum clockwise, and no is counterclockwise.
So why don't we just go in a circle and ask like a couple rounds of questions before we start?
Quite strange.
Both at the same.
Quite strange.
Quite strange. Interesting.
Well,
Can we both at the same time?
yeah. Just trying to answer, even though it's weird.
Can you point in the direction where the girl was laying during her exorcism in the room?
Oh, there you go again. That's where I was pointing before.
Is that where the bed was?
I don't know.
Maybe you'll find out.
Interesting.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to ask
Yeah.
because I know he told me that something written in the files was that the bedroom you could clearly see down Main Street or whatever from the room. It was in these reports at the time. And if you look out that window, it's the only window in the house where you can see down this street that's been here for so long.
Recent.
Is there an inhuman spirit in the house this evening? You can cross the rods or make the pendulum swing if it's a yes. What direction is that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, try cross them again. You don't need to be afraid to tell us. Look at that. What does that mean? You see that? Like two,
weird.
it made both times those two like lines.
If there's one person the evil spirit would want to leave in this room, can you point to that person?
Oh,
I heard that. Yeah,
What?
I heard that.
downstairs.
Oh, Mom.
Female.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, keep going.
Dude, that's
Dude.
really strange. Man, that's pretty clear that that's on you. Do you
Once
not
Mom,
like
maybe the witch
my
wants a
mom,
host.
Mary? You
Who
can
knows?
spin the pendulum or cross the streams or
Yo, crisis streams.
or cross the rods.
Not only if it's Gozer.
Cross
Only if it's
them if
Gozer
you
do it cross the
don't
streams,
like
my dude.
her. That's would mean yes, you don't like her.
Is it the angry man that we're referring to, that you're referring to, that you want her to leave? Is it the angry man wants the female to leave? Is that yes or no?
Yes.
The angry man.
Because I'm thinking he might not like females.
All right. That's my thought.
Well,
We got a huge swing.
look at that. Dude,
That
it's the
again.
same thing. The lines are parallel. They're like almost parallel straight lines, which I've never seen that. I just mean, look at the angle. I don't know if I'm seeing it differently, but they look like they're like pretty much exactly parallel with each other.
Are you just wanting to affect the men in this room?
God, my eyes are so dry in this room.
That's what I was thinking. It's not the evil. I think it's the negative man that wants the female to go. Because you're the only female in the house.
Can you point to who you want to affect?
Can you point to the person that the angry man in the bedroom has been trying to make him get angrier and put anger into him? Can you point to that person that was feeling that anger that he was influencing? Look at that.
Dude, whoa. You see how it stopped on you right there?
Yep. There you go.
But it's weird because I think it's like a two-pronged thing. Because you asked who, at first, who, or someone, I can't remember if it was you or Connor, who it wants to affect. But this one's pointing at Connor, and this one's pointing at you, and you two are the ones that have felt the most.
Is that true? It's me and Jeff?
Feels distant.
Feels distant.
Do you want to affect both Kyle?
There you go.
Do you want to affect both Connor and myself?
I don't get that.
I got a yes.
You do? That is so weird. What about the guy to my right? Do you like him, or are you afraid that he's going to help cross someone over? If you like him, say yes. If you don't like him, say no. Don't cross the rods.
I have no.
You do.
You see mine too? Like straightened out too. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. It's not a shocker to me.
That's yours is really going.
Wow, I think it really is swinging.
Nothing personal.
No, none taken. Yes or no, are you afraid that the female spirit is going to find the light? Ooh, look at it already. Was jumping towards yes.
It's like,
Oh, there it goes.
What's going on?
I have yes.
it's almost like it doesn't want to admit it. Oh.
bizarre when it just crosses like that.
Do you think you're more powerful than us?
It's not
Got no answer. No answer.
That's a little creepy. Jeff. Ask it something.
So to the man that's here, were you trying to make me angry because you were angry in life? Were you trying to make me angry because you used to be angry in
Damn. It's instant.
Yes. Both yes. This was a quick answer too.
Mine too.
You know how it just it's like magnetic. When it stops like that, it's so strange.
Where are you right now?
Or if you're not the angry man, point to where he is. Try point one more time. Where's the angry man?
Of course.
He's right there.
To your right.
Shocker.
You sitting in that chair?
It is pointing right at that chair. That's weird.
That is
Oh, what was that?
Oh, it's still going. It's still going.
Sweet, sweet.
Okay, before we do the spirit box, can you make a very loud noise for us, please? Connor, turn that light out for a second. Let's just see. Can you knock like this? Oh,
Interesting.
Come on, we know you can do it.
Not quite the reaction we're looking for, though. An ouch.
Spirits, whatever energy you need from the devices or electrical devices we have, we give you permission to use that energy to manifest, to give us a sign of your presence in any way or manner that you can. You have permission to do that. Do you hear footsteps?
It's on the stairs.
That was like immediate.
You coming up the stairs? Scream for us. Let us know where you are. Who's down in the kitchen right now? When I was in the room downstairs, I felt like just completely different. And then I got up and I went into the kitchen and I felt like everything changed. And now I'm up here and it's like I have all the energy in the world.
Do you feel better here?
I feel way better.
Yeah, I feel worse.
let's do it. A little spirit box.
Did you hear that voice? We can rewind it now.
That was from Jeff.
Yoli or something? That's weird. What happened in this room? There was a spiritual battle that took place here. Can you talk to us about it? What happened?
Sorry, I keep dipping my head to listen.
She's got the
Ooh.
She's got the pill?
She's got this up.
Didn't you say earlier
Yes.
something about a pill? A kid?
Oh, you did.
She's got the pill.
She's got the pill. I said about pills, yeah.
Something with pills too. I was just showing.
That was clear.
Interesting.
What kind of pill does she have?
something bad happen with someone taking pills?
The man that's up here that you feel like you're in control of this house, can you just tell us so on that device? Use your voice. In your deepest voice, say yes. Are you here? Are you controlling the woman that's here along with the small child? Because it's not cool. Is that you?
You trying to prevent this woman from finding peace because you want control over her like you did in life? What did it say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there a demon here?
Right there.
That's it. Yep. That's the guy in the car.
Is there a demon here?
Whoa.
If you've gotten to...
Did you say something about like a tree or something?
If you've gotten to...
Trees. I think he says trees.
Yeah.
And then something else. The guy says a sentence after.
If you've gotten to...
If you go in the back. She goes trees and he goes, if you go in the back.
If you've gotten to...
Oh, yeah.
If you go into the back.
Back.
That's weird.
Huh.
What happened in the back by the trees?
Church?
Did she say trapped or something? What was that? Trapped.
Yeah. I repeated it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the woman that he's been trapping here? Do you want a way out?
It's hard to resist.
Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Who's going to attack?
Does this crop scare you?
Probably...
You should probably stop.
Mm-hmm.
Or why don't we?
Probably...
You should probably stop. Stop what? What are you referring to? Be specific on what you want us to stop. Someone's saying it's laughing to me again. Who's laughing?
Right around the edge.
What the hell was that?
Right around the edge.
Did that say my name at the beginning of that? Right?
Oh.
It's like it's a whole sentence.
Right around the edge.
Sean's gonna slip up around the others or something like that? What the heck? You hear that?
Right around the edge.
Satan.
If Sean prays over the building, would that make you mad? Would it make you mad if Sean prays? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us your name?
Oh, man.
Oh no, can.
Yeah, oh no.
What's the woman's name that's been desperately trying to leave this place? What's her name? Can you say her name clearly for us? Ooh, that sounded like a deep voice there.
Like maybe saying no or.
Ooh, I can slow it down too.
Very negative.
It didn't sound happy though. You getting angry when I say that? You don't want me talking to her? Like you said downstairs? Why don't you want us talking to her?
Why are you preventing her from leaving? Are you being a bully? Tell us why. You're not letting her go.
Got like eerily quiet out there.
So we got confronted.
Everything.
Are you scared that we're finding out too much?
Van.
What'd that say?
Vance.
I don't even know what that word means.
V-A-N-T-H.
V-A-N-T-H?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Vant is a psychopath, a being that guides souls to the underworld.
Wow.
Akin
Interesting
to a
word.
death goddess or a messenger of death.
That's trippy. Especially in the exorcism room.
You're right.
Well, we just asked what it was, too.
Right, I know.
Depictions, she is often depicted with wings, a torch, or a key. I mean, you were
Mention
saying
the
the key.
I was saying there was like a hidden key.
Oh my god.
That's kind of key.
I was just shown a key. It looked like an old key.
Dude, that's really creepy, man.
And then, and also they were talking about like looking in the back in the trees, like something's hidden or something.
Don't forget torch, all the candles downstairs.
Man. That's maybe who this guy is. You think that's possible?
Well, I don't know. That could have been the spirit that was possessed.
A different, yeah.
What if it was?
Oh, it's a woman?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But
Dude, it said Vamp. The man just said Vamp.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I hear it in there actually. Can you say that again? Even more clearly?
You said it like really quickly. Is that who you're referring to?
Yes, she is.
Yup.
gosh, we all said it at the same time.
You won. Yes, she is. Wow.
Funny, though, it says that, like, most of the time she's depicted as a benevolent spirit. Maybe this girl did pass on, and maybe now this is kind of like her role in the afterlife is like helping people be guided to the light. And this guy's pissed off about it.
Yeah, I think it goes back to your concept of these spirits that are darker, unhappy with the souls being snatched from them. Maybe she's like this benevolent presence, like you're saying, that hangs over the place, or even something just sort of akin to what Vanth would represent. and it pisses off this angrier spirit that wants to snatch somebody.
Well, you
could be.
also said good versus evil right here.
Right.
So you got a battle between
Well,
maybe
we should
this
ask.
this
We
guy
should- is
and
Vanth
Vanth.
evil, or is it benevolent? Is Vanth this reference to this entity? Is it evil? Yes or no? Is this Vanth entity benevolent? Does this entity have something to do with the exorcism in the 1800s that took place in this room? What was that? Sure, one of that was kind of
flickers up.
I don't know. What was the name of the entity or spirit? Whoa. What did that say? Very evil.
Mm-hmm.
One more time. Wait, hold on. I think it's a whole thing, dude.
Maybe it's peaceful.
I think the whole thing is the serpent is very evil. The whole thing. The serpent is very evil, is what I hear. Here, I'll slow it down too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm getting this just like image of like the battle between good and evil in here, and like Vanth is depicted with wings too, and not like bat wings that are scary. It's like angel wings, and you're talking about like angels being around someone here. So maybe it's like the serpent versus the angels battling over this person's life. Is that true?
Just getting Vanth, I think, is very interesting.
Well, then it is referencing it multiple
Right.
times. It was connecting. There was intelligent responses consistently after that.
It's weird, like looking at pictures though. I mean, it's like
What is the name of the entity or spirit that possessed the girl here in the 1800s?
look at this one. This is Vanth loud holding on to a serpent.
What is it?
Vanth is holding on to a snake. But it's not like it's like the snake's wrapped around her arm, like it's like doesn't want to be there.
Who knows what's going to be true, but that's a pretty neat kind of connection. Vanth, the serpent.
It's an angel.
I mean,
That's pretty bizarre.
angel.
And there's angels all over this house.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, that first picture you showed kind of looks like the painting downstairs.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Well,
Hey everybody, thank you for watching today's episode of The Paranormal Files. As you know, every single week here on the channel, we give away a family to my family and I. We can't thank you enough for watching and for joining us on this journey for the past 10 years. Anyways, y'all, we're gonna get back to the video. It gets so crazy, and yeah, thanks for watching and stay spooky. All right, guys, so to end the evening, we're gonna do an Estes method session with Connor going under, and we're here in the. We're just gonna call it the exorcism room because this is what we understand to be the location where that girl spent the 100 days of possession. So yeah, Connor, hop right on in.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right.
Become the voice
He's
of
dead.
the ghosts.
I win.
Who's dead?
What'd you win at? When you say you won, what'd you win?
Free.
Are you looking to be freed?
So who
I'm stuck.
are you? A human?
Can you hear my voice?
Yes. What's your name?
I'm chained.
Where are you chained? In this room?
Oh, everything went silent. I heard.
So, if this is the woman we've been asking all night, can you please just tell us what to call you
They'll
or
start falling.
what your name is? We still just need to know who you are so we can help.
Midnight.
You wouldn't call him Midnight, right?
What, the guy?
The girl.
They'll shoot.
Try to tell us your name. Please.
Me underground. Deliver us.
Underground. Remember you
That's
said.
a reference to getting prayed for.
Thank God.
Yeah, deliver us. Thank God.
Thank God for what?
Well, also buried. And you said there. Didn't you say you fell?
You're close.
Something under the floor in the kitchen area.
That's the crawl space.
Can the young boy come forward?
Oh, man.
You understand.
Not sure about understanding, but can the young boy come forward and tell me your name? Or why you're here?
Why are you nervous? Because I'll kill you.
I'm not nervous.
Now we're talking to the man.
Sounds like it.
Thank God again. Thank God again.
Sounds like to me like the man is the one who's nervous.
The face.
Hey, you're not making me mad because you were in real life.
We're here.
So why is the woman trapped? I always wonder things like that. Why?
Push.
What I tell you wanted to do to me earlier.
Yeah, didn't it say push it?
back.
Push back.
Also felt like you wanted me to push.
In this
stairs.
hall.
Mm-hmm.
In the hall.
Thank God again.
In this hall, push. Down the stairs.
Thank God again.
Wow. What are you thanking God for?
You look concerned.
Not really. I'd say he looks pretty chill, actually.
I ran him out.
Why are you thanking God?
Killing.
Do you like to kill?
Just sit down.
Why were you making this gentleman over here
Control yourself.
That's interesting. That was kind of connected right there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like being sarcastic. Oh yeah, control yourself.
You're right.
Don't get angry.
I think he's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Thanking God.
What's the point of making him angry?
When I come up, hold.
Trying to hold her back. If she wants to go, we're gonna pray for her.
Say it to me.
What's that noise?
I heard that.
I was just wondering that
I
too.
can't breathe.
That was something else I felt in one of the rooms.
Yeah, wasn't that a choking?
Something, yeah, one of the rooms. I can't remember.
Wait, that was in the man's room.
I see a man holding his neck. It feels worse up here. It's hard to breathe. It's like it's choking, like it's just straight up. Very oppressive and very thick in here.
Yeah.
That's what you're holding down.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
noose, too,
Yeah.
was tied in.
I can't touch the light.
That's the one I got.
Is he preventing you from going towards the light?
He's much bigger.
Wow.
Where did he come from? Do you know where he came from?
Follow me.
No thanks. Mom, you want to ask a question?
Oh, I just.
I feel the forces.
Fine, just.
Let him go.
Just.
Fine, just.
Look at her.
Why can't you leave this house?
That's what you said before.
But you never gave us an answer. Why can't you leave?
Oh, did you hear that?
Yes.
Like
A voice. Yeah. Why can't you leave?
oh, did you hear that?
Oh, I heard just a little something.
Voice.
That came from that room.
It's almost like a.
Yeah, it was like.
Do you know who's bigger? Archangel Michael. What do you think about that?
He's coming. Oh, bless your heart.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
You better be heading out.
Oh.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
The eyes are on you.
Oh.
Give us this day our daily bread. As we forgive those who trespass against us.
He's got a dog.
That's okay. Lead us not into temptation.
Here, you finish it.
Deliver us from evil.
It's been a
Thine
while.
is the kingdom, the power, the
That's
glory
charged.
forever and ever. Amen.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from
Lord's
evil.
Prayer.
For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
What do you think about them reciting some of that prayer?
It's meant to. Please stop.
To the man, I think you should allow the woman and the boy to leave.
What do you even want?
I want you to leave them alone so they can leave and go to a happier place.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah, well, whatever. You're not as powerful as...
Now leave me alone.
So I'm irritating you, huh? You can stay here, but leave the woman and the child, the boy, let them go to the light or to cross over to a happier place.
Why don't you go running?
It wants us to leave. Over and over and over.
Yourself.
Well, I think that, you're the evil person, so you stay here and let the woman and boy leave.
Now that's a nice girl.
We're going to try to help them leave.
Aha.
How long have you been here?
How many other spirits are with you?
I'm being delivered. She's like joking. I'm being delivered.
That's crazy.
How long have you been here? Just answer that honestly.
Your fine wife. What's the price?
Is Vanth here? Vanth, can you acknowledge that you're here?
I hear you.
Can you help the woman and the boy to a happier place? Can you guide them?
You shouldn't have come.
It keeps turning like negative as soon as you keep bringing up about the woman.
We're about to be done here, and we're going to say a prayer over this house and try to free the woman and child. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's important.
I'd say so.
If this is the man, is that going to upset you?
Who else wants to talk?
He's pretty much dominated the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Oh.
Wow. Doesn't like me. Well, we're gonna say
Are you in?
We're gonna say some prayers for
The
the woman and the young boy. And if Vanth is benevolent,
Yes, now,
you can help
Christian
us.
said, "Well, prepare for some prayers, folks."
You are the target man, the man that we're talking to.
Man.
The man.
Sound like Julio.
Man. What are we talking about?
You got any more questions?
You stink. You could have been other places.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
profound response on the term.
All for me.
Yeah.
What gives you the right to think that you can
I guess life is like that.
what gives you the right to think that you still can control this woman from leaving
We
you?
share.
What are you frightened of? Judgment?
I'm ready for this. I'm just close enough.
Why don't you get him out?
Some very vindictive spirit.
Holy
That's pretty crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's up.
A lot of really loud responses. We should do the prayer
I
with
want
him.
to say a prayer and
Sounds good.
Where should we do this, man?
We could do it right here.
right here.
Let's do it
I
here.
mean,
All right.
It is where
all right,
everything
well, we're
started.
gonna offer a prayer for this woman. Or any other soul that's looking for help here.
Not like you don't.
Not like we don't.
Not like you don't.
It's not like we don't.
You know, this woman's been asking for help here. It seems like there may be some other spirits here. So again, this is our respect to you. It's up to you to find peace. It's an opportunity for you. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now at the hour of death. Amen. I ask Archangel Michael to bring forth the white light of the Holy Ghost, and let this poor female soul that's wanting to leave and find peace, or any other human souls that are here with us, that are willing to accept God's unconditional love and forgiveness, to go towards the light and bring their loved ones to the light, to give them the extra incentive and courage to do so. We ask of this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Were we able to help any of you? Were you able to help the woman? Let's say yeah.
It sounded like it.
Yeah. It was like yeah.
I hear that.
Is that woman able to leave the grasp of that? Did I just say my name?
Sean.
Yeah. Yes, that's my name. Were you able to help her? Can you give us some sort of validation, another piece of validation, so we know that we helped her, or any of you? Where did that woman's soul go? What did that say?
I couldn't tell.
What did that say?
You were so screwed.
You're so screwed, really?
The mother.
The mother.
Who said the mother? What mother? Did she go to the light? Whoa. Dude, the female just said very peaceful right after the song on the radio.
Very peaceful.
And as a female voice.
Yep.
That just gave me chills. That's what I was looking for.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh no. Good thing.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say to us? We truly hope that that prayer helps you, ma'am. You deserve to find peace.
It's a demon. I swear.
Yeah, they're singing it.
Do you want us to go to bed?
Of course, look.
Of course. Go towards the light.
Oh.
Of course, look.
Wow.
There we go. Yeah, time to go get one.
That man has no more control over you anymore. No.
Oh.
No.
That's good.
Yep. Good.
Thank you for everything tonight.
Yes. It's been amazing.
Thanks for talking with us.
God bless any souls that still linger here after we leave. What do you say?
And we were just saying thank you. You said welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
Did that say Angel Tunnel? What was that?
Angel Tunnel.
Angel Tunnel.
Wow.
I think that's good enough validation.
right.
I think so too.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I guess we are going to continue tomorrow morning because
Oh, to the
we're going to
walkthrough
be
and
getting
everything,
the
yeah.
tour. So we're going to have the ultimate
yes.
validation when we're going through all this evidence tomorrow. But Sean, it's been great having you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This is a unique place, and I've never been here before, never heard about it, and there's a lot going on here. That's for sure. And hopefully, we helped and brought a little light in some of the dark element that was going on in here from the spirit realm.
We'll have to do this again.
Oh yeah, 100%. Definitely, bro.
Oh yeah, brother. I mean, heck yeah! Now that it's all positive.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
That was freaking sweet.
Sweet.
That's our language. The algorithms.
My name is John Whitman Brito, and I'm the owner of Roth House in Watseka, Illinois. Very pleased to welcome you all here this weekend to investigate the house and to investigate its history. So I'd like to walk you through the house, tell you a little bit about the different rooms, about the history as I understand it about the house, and then hear what you all have to say. So the Roth home was built in 1868 by a family of spiritualists here in Watseka. They became spiritualists because they had a daughter, Mary Roth, who for the short 18 years of her life had experienced an illness that was, in the beginning, looked like epilepsy, and the way someone would have seizures and experience seizures. But then over time, that took on different qualities, or she became clairvoyant during these seizures and seemed to be hallucinating or more. And she died when she was 18 in 1865, and the same month of her death, her parents bought this property and began to build this house. Over her lifetime, they couldn't find any solution for her illness, but after her death, they came to believe that through spiritualism, they had found solutions to their daughter's problems. They believed that their daughter had experienced a spiritual illness and not a physical or mental one. And they became fully convinced that spiritualism held the answers to what had gone on with her. So from the time that this house was built, the people who lived here, the people who built it, used it as a means of communicating with another side. It was almost like a house that was built for ghost hunting by ghost hunters, for investigations by investigators. And for them, it was very serious because it was about their daughter who had died and about this loss that they'd experienced. So the house is built in a Victorian Italianate style. This was the first brick house in town. And at the time, there It was about 4 blocks that separated the house from town. So they were kind of set off from the rest of the town. And you can imagine that with the kind of illness and, very public illness that their daughter had experienced, they probably felt estranged from people in town as well. There are people in town who looked at their daughter and said, what is going on with her is not angelic. And if it's not angelic, then it must be demonic and she should be gotten out of town. They, in becoming spiritualists, spiritualism was still an outlier at the time. So they believed very differently than people in town. So I don't think it was strange that they kind of moved out of town as all of this happened and distanced themselves from people in town. Now, the front parlor was the main area that Victorians would use to greet guests in their home. And this was the first room that Laurency Venom saw when she came here in 1878. In the Watseka Wonder story, she is quoted as, well, the way it's described is, she came in through the front doors and she walked over to the piano and began playing the piano, the songs that Mary Roth had known back in the 1850s. When I was working on the home, this floor was covered in plywood. And so, it was a very long renovation process. Nobody really did any work on the home for decades when I purchased it. And it suffered from what architects call benign neglect. That, when people lived here, they didn't really uproot everything about the home. They kind of left what was here and then would just paint over. So I could dig under layers of renovations and find what was there originally. So when I lifted up the floor, took off the plywood, took off the linoleum, dug underneath layers of resin and whatever was used to coat this wood, I found roll marks on the floor in this corner. And I thought, well, what could cause roll marks? These curved roll marks here and multiple of them. I thought, well, that sounds like a piano, right? And that, here in this corner may very well be where that piano sat when Laurency Venom first came to this hall. To tell a little bit of the story of Laurency, the Roths built this home. They were living here by 1868. And for the next 9 years, they practiced spiritualism that's in this home. They worked with mediums. They did things like table tapping, all in an attempt to communicate with their daughter Mary, to find out what had happened to her, to find out how she was, where she was, and to gain closure, as it were, over everything that happened in that girl's short life. In 1877, starting in July, a girl across town named Laurency Venom began to exhibit the same kinds of symptoms that Mary Roth had. She would change personality. She'd become violent. Her parents, they came to lock her in her room, tie her to her bed. They took her to every doctor they could find. Nobody could help. Religious people in town, rejected her, wanted her put in an asylum, and ultimately the parents didn't know what to do. In January of 1878, so 7 months into this, the Roths ask for a meeting because they feel what was going on with this other girl was the same kind of thing that had gone on with their daughter Mary. And they think, if we'd only known then what we know now through spiritualism, we would have been able to help our daughter Mary. So why shouldn't we try and intervene to help this girl, Laurency Venom? So they make an appointment to meet, and it's Mr. Roth and a spiritualist doctor that go over to meet with the Venoms. And they meet with the girl, and while they're there, the girl takes on 3 different personalities. And the third one is the daughter Mary Roth. She begins asking about the family, asking about family members, how everybody's doing, brings up personal details that only the girl would know, and thoroughly impresses Mr. Roth that he's actually indeed talking to his daughter. They expect that this intervention would end after that meeting ends, but the next day she wakes up and she insists she's still Mary Roth. And the day after that, the same thing. And after a week, the families meet again, And they decide that, well, this girl says that she's your daughter. She says she wants to go home. And she says that the angels in heaven are asking her to stay in this body while they take her soul to heaven to be cleansed and healed or whatever is going on with her. So they all agree to let Lorancy come live here. And she comes here in February of 1878 and spends 100 days here with the family fully convinced that they're living with their dead daughter. In this room here, in this front parlor, that's where they would greet guests. People would come over and to try and test her. So of course it's a small town, so people gossip. And they would come over and try and, say, well, if you're really Mary Rolfe, then, you're a 13-year-old girl, Lorancy Venom, but if you say you're Mary Rolfe, then you would know something that happened 25 years ago when Mary was alive. And she would always pass those tests with flying colors, knowing these personal details about these other unknown people that had happened decades before. And they did seances in this front parlor. They'd have important people from the town and the county come over, and they would perform seances where supposedly Mary's spirit would jump from person to person around the table. Beyond knowing things and, let's say, tricks during a seance, I think there was something kind of mystical that went on while she was here. This family that had never been able to experience their daughter in a perfect state of mental and physical health throughout her life because she was so ill, got to experience her for 100 days in a perfect state of mental and physical health. And that must have been very healing for this family. Lorancy or Mary said, during her stay, look, I'm going to have to go away. This girl's going to have to come back and live out her life. I cannot stay in her body. I'm here because the angels requested this of me to protect her. And I'm going to have to go away. And let's set a date and time so we can all say goodbye to each other. And they set that date for May 21st. So, in her actual life, she died during one of these seizures or conniptions or fits or whatever you want to call it, one of these episodes. In her spiritual life, second life, she lived here in this house. They were able to set a time and a date, and they were all able to hug each other, kiss each other, and that was something that they didn't get to experience when she was alive in her own body. For the Venom family, this girl on May 21st, 1878, was taken back home, delivered to her family. She came into her own personality again. And throughout the rest of her life, she did not experience more episodes like what had happened between 1877 and 1878. She went on to live a very long life. I think she lived at 90 or 91 years old. She had, 11 children. And over time, she moved west, first to Kansas and then on to California. There is a 30-year anniversary edition of the Watseka Wonder Story, which is the eyewitness account that's written about this, about what happened here. And in that story, there's a letter from Minerva, Mary Rolfe's sister. And she says, in 1908, after these 30 years, I still believe everything in this story is true. And beyond that, Lorancy would come back to visit with the Venoms, or with the Rolfes from time to time, come back from Kansas or wherever she was living. And she would tell them during these visits that Mary would sometimes come to visit her and still come to spend time with her. And she said that one of these was during the birth of her first child. Actually, this picture was here. This is Lorancy.
Someone's talking about something behind me. I don't know if it's referencing a picture that's here, or if they're just saying spirit was behind me.
Right. You know, still a reaction against
and that's her first child. And she said that during the birth of her first child, that Mary came into her body and relieved her of the pain of childbirth. So, based on comments like this from Minerva's letter, it sounds like Mary maintained some kind of relationship with Lorancy throughout her life. There is a theory that Lorancy Venom had very strong mediumship abilities, and as a teenager at 12 and 13 years old, she was coming into those abilities, and that's why she was so violently ill in 1877. And through the intervention of Mary Rolfe, that she was able to come to control those abilities and be able to live out her life with that gift. So this is, I look at this house as a monument to these two families, to the Venoms and the Rolfs, to this story, and also as a monument to spiritualism. Because this was the first documented case of spiritual possession that took place in the U.S. And it has gone on to capture people's imaginations and for 150 years since it happened. I'd love to entertain your questions and see what your experiences were.
That story is crazy.
Wild stuff.
Just hearing it here in the house is so cool. Do you want to walk through some of the rooms and we can tell you like what we got in the rooms?
Absolutely.
We didn't investigate this room, but you did have like a time.
Yeah.
Like you forgot what happened.
I was taking notes on my phone each room and what Sean is saying. And then after I think we went to the basement or whatever, I started to think, did we cover that other room? Weren't we going to do that or whatever? And I had nothing in my notes on this room. It's like almost that walkthrough period just disappeared for in this room. So I lost time but everything else was on my notepad, a paragraph or two of facts, if you or whatever, not fact or what you're saying on there, and then skip this room. So I couldn't remember being in this room.
Well, I thought it was interesting the fact that you had, I don't know, maybe more than one time that you actually lost track of time, and that's something that allegedly what a girl, I mean, obviously when people have some sort of trance, or a possession take over them, they lose track of time. They don't even know when it happened, when it begun or ended. And you had that happen multiple times. But what was also interesting is that when I went into this room upstairs to the right, I was picking up on this angry gentleman. I think there's a presence here kind of saying to me, what you gonna do? Kind of like trying to be dominant towards me. Feeling a little threatened, possibly. He's saying we shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You better be careful. Saying to me, I'll destroy you. You're nothing. I'm gonna kill you. It didn't sound happy though. He watches people when they sleep in here. Stands over the bed. They're saying the closet. I don't know what it's about spirits in closets, but I mean, my interpretation is it's usually like the darkest place to watch for him. I was saying that he likes to hide in the closet, watch people in that room. I feel like I just saw someone being held down in this bed, like on their shoulders or their neck or something. Like there's a violent something going on. And we got validation of that later too. And I don't know who that guy was, but I was picking up a female energy in this room up here that was very distraught, very sad. Someone's asking for help. There's sadness, very distraught, very desperate female wants help in here. And I feel like these two were connected. And he did not want her going, did not want us talking to her. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Like he was like threatened, like don't even go near her.
Do you have any physical attributes that would go along with what you experience, or is it more?
So
well,
upstairs.
no, like if you the appearance.
Mm-hmm. When you see psychic vision, it's very blurry. It looked like the guy had a little darkish hair. I couldn't really see a face. It was very blurry. I couldn't really tell. I just knew it was a female presence. I didn't really get like visual impressions of their face, but female energy. And there was something having to do with someone with a knife, and there was blood or something that was going on. And I was just shown a knife and something about bloody something, and having to do with this area here. So I don't know if it was someone that was injured or murdered or something, but I saw someone with blood all over them and a knife. She was desperately asking for help. I picked up a little boy spirit. There's a little boy spirit here too. He's got like darkish hair. He runs away when he gets scared. But these two spirits, the female and this man, they were connected, and I felt like they were fighting in the kitchen. There's a lot of interactions between this man and this woman in this area here. There's a lot of that going on.
We did investigate in here.
At one point, I look over to my right and I swore I saw like a shadowy hand, like reaching over the couch over here.
I saw like a shadowy hand, an arm that was reaching over the couch that I'm staring at right now.
I definitely believe there's a portal in this room here, and I think that's probably from all the occult practices that was going on, because everyone's obviously has the intention to connect with the spirit world, and who knows how many diversified methods were used in this house to do so. And I definitely believe something had followed me here, and that's been my experience at other places. When there's a portal, something will come through and kind of peek and watch what's going on here, even though it's not originating from this place. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot of activity here, and at one moment here, I felt something was touching me on my right side.
Someone just touched me on my right ear.
I can't see anything with this.
I felt a presence next to me, and I think I was asking if something was to the right of me, and then he decided to take a Polaroid image, and then we'll show you that picture.
Will you hold that? So, it's kind of strange. So here's two pictures of him side by side. One's, I don't know what would be causing it to be so dark. And then this one, I mean, you can see he's in pretty much the exact same position. But then the one that was really crazy is this. I have no explanation for this. This is translucent, and even here, through the whatever this is, you can see the window frame, the door right there.
And that's on the same side that I just had mentioned, that I felt something right there next to me.
And then do you use flash with this?
Yes. So we've done, this whole trip, tons of Polaroids. These were just, pretty normal. But to have these two that are just completely different pictures, obviously.
Very
and
interesting.
then this is almost the exact same framing too. Pretty bizarre, like, series of photographs.
I mean, you mentioned portal, right? So I've gotten the sense over the years that when people describe what they experience here, it has less to do with people who've lived here and more to do with perhaps what they bring or what's left open or the activities that took place here. Sometimes it's felt more like kind of a train station. Did you appear at the train station when trains arrived and everybody's walking off the platform? Or did you come between trains and nobody's here? But it's all about kind of passengers going back and forth versus anybody living specifically at the train station.
That's been my experience. Yeah. Like, anyone can come here, and if people like ourselves that go to all these diversified paranormal locations, and things that from other locations will come through and reference. And we got that from some dark entity that follows me around, and it was here. Like, I saw yellow glowing eyes watching us over here, and then you saw it at the stairs.
I just saw two yellow glowing eyes. I swear, I just thought I saw a set of eyeballs on the stairs.
Ooh, yeah.
Like regular eyes?
Glowing eyes.
I thought I saw someone looking down, kind of over the stairs. Like just two eyes. I didn't feel necessarily overwhelmingly negative, but it was just very powerful to me, what I saw looking over there. And that's when the other pictures, I tried to snap the Polaroid of it, but didn't get anything. So what's the history of this room specifically?
With in the story, I don't know of any mention of the rear parlor. There is mention of the front parlor because of the windows, the tall arched windows. But this could have been an extension of, greeting guests, and the kind of the stories of Lorancy interacting with guests, might have extended into this room.
It went on here.
Oh, yeah?
I do. Because I don't feel that doorway open vibe in this room. It's a lot in here. I feel like this is a very big vocal point here.
Well, and then, the Roths lived here for 10 years before Lorancy came. And so when they were working with mediums, when they were doing their own thing as just family members working together, maybe they used this room and not the front parlor. Because this feels kind of more intimate and more private, yeah.
We set up like 30 candles right here, and then I'd say like an hour and a half, 2 hours sitting here, and we were hearing all through this area a ton of noises and then some rapping out there.
And upstairs.
And upstairs. At one point, it sounded like someone came from the basement and walked up the stairs
And ran to this other house over here. Really, it was like boom, 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 boom. Something's telling me it's laughing. Dad was walking upstairs.
Sounds almost like an animal, but I was like, there would be called animal here.
Yeah, there's certain things, like if I'm here alone, or if there's just people here staying for the weekend, not investigating, it's quiet. But when investigators are here, there'll be things like that that will happen that I find hard to find an explanation for. Like footsteps, people going upstairs, sounds. I mean, I've experienced this with groups while they're here, but you actually hear voices in the house.
We did.
Yeah, we heard the actual like.
Yeah. Someone, it sounded like it said stop, and they were saying stop over and over again too. And I don't, what they really meant by that, but there were definitely multiple disembodied voices we were hearing, like that were typically audible, not just on the recording.
Scream stop.
That's so crazy.
Stop.
That is insane, dude.
Well, Connor, explain to him real quick what you were experiencing.
Just in here?
Yeah.
For when I woke up yesterday morning, I had this like splitting headache, and it went away. And then later on in the night, right when we came in here, when we started the investigation, the headache just came on like 100%. Like someone was like trying to stab me in my eye. Wow. When I asked my question about it affecting me, I immediately started getting that like deep migraine again that I had this morning. And then after we were done, I walked away, went upstairs, and like all my pain went away. And I was super tired when I was in gear and in the other room. And then once I went upstairs, I had all this energy, no more pain.
Do you feel better here?
I feel way better.
Yeah, I feel worse.
It was just a very, very strange feeling.
There's a really creepy part too, because in my walkthrough, I was in here and I saw something really creepy. I saw like a female face and she has blood like on her face. I'm seeing a woman with like blood coming out of her mouth. It looks creepy, like messed up. She has like white eyes and blood coming out of her mouth. I'm getting chills. It's evil. And like white eyes, and then like randomly later on you were sitting right there where I was standing, and you're like, I smell blood.
I got it smelled like blood. I've never had that before. It was like the most metallic, like it was just like blood. Like when you taste blood in your mouth, it was that exact thing, but I smelled it. It was so weird.
What's interesting is that you're sitting right in the exact area that I was standing during the walkthrough about that creepy woman with the blood coming out of her mouth.
I told him it smelled like blood. I'd never smelled that. Like if you had blood in your mouth, kind of how it would get in your nasal passage. And then he brought that up. Did any of that make sense? It's something that may have happened here.
There have been 3 mediums that have been through the house that have all told me the same thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They see a woman and a child standing on the stairs.
I picked up the woman and the child. Yeah. This woman had a child, I think. Seeing her rocking like a baby.
They see a lot of people, like 30 or 40 people standing out in the oak trees.
Oh, we had. Oh my God, that just gave me chills. Holy shit.
And they talked about the trees outside.
Constantly too.
Yeah.
Go out back.
Did you say something about like a tree or something? Trees. I think it says trees.
If you've gotten to
If you go into the back.
But then the Roths owned all the property going back to the river and stretching around. And there's all these oak trees in the back. You know, you have to go back like 1,000 feet, and that's not part of this property anymore. But I've wondered, to me, they look like someone purposefully planted them, right? It's not like all of a sudden there's 50 oak trees and then there's no other oak trees anywhere else. And they look like they're about the size of these here. And as far as I know, these were planted when the house was built. So these date back, these are as old as the house. So I assume those back there are, and there's been conjecture that the Roths planted those with a specific purpose, like maybe with kinds of things they did through the Oddfellows Hall or through spiritualism. Maybe they used those oak trees in that property back there.
Oh, they had Oddfellows here too?
No. And yeah, so they would see, so woman and child standing on the stairs or sitting on the stairs, 30 to 40 people out in the oak trees, and then 2 men in the house doing, let's just call it negative, violent things. There's no historical record of something like that happening here, but it repeatedly comes up in investigations.
That's pretty, man. That's like almost exactly, man.
The violent aspects.
And not only just through him, like all of our devices and EVPs, they will all saying that exact same stuff.
I'm gonna slit your throat. Loss and ruin. Loss and ruin. That's what I hear. I'm gonna kill you.
So vile. Yeah.
For me to walk through and get that, and then that's all about that validation. I mean, I didn't know anything about this house. You know, obviously being sensitive, I don't want to know anything because your rational mind would try to fill in the blanks. Yeah. So I just try to like, you know, pick up whatever, and then obviously let the investigation come through into whatever direction of the information that we're getting. Now there's something in the kitchen that I picked up too. Someone was telling me that something's beneath the floor and some sort of key.
So that'd be the crawl space.
Yes. That's what I was wondering.
Oh. I was just shown a key. It looked like an old key.
And you guys said that's the crawl space right beneath the kitchen, right?
Yeah, because when we went down the basement, there's that crawl space right here.
Yeah. There's a cistern under the kitchen. So where that crawl space is downstairs, if you shine a light in there, you can see some brick. I don't know if there's anything in the cistern. I never crawled up in there to look down.
Dude, we find a key down there. I'm really freaked out.
But then if you're looking for the box to open it or whatever.
Right. Yeah, right.
Hopefully it's still money.
So would this just have been a dining room back then?
Yeah.
No specific history in here?
I assume that it was the dining room because of the entrance to the kitchen. There was actually also a door here that I had bricked over and plastered over. Because like if this weren't the dining room, then from the kitchen you'd have to come through here, and then let's say this is you have to come all the way through here to this room to be able to get to the this room as a dining room. So I think this makes more sense as a dining room, and based on the way the house was laid out and built.
So what do they say like about them? What do the men do that these people see? Well, like violent? Are they talking about like taking someone's life?
I think there's some sort of sexual assault possibly if that happened here too.
Oh, both. Because I wonder what that would be like. The woman with the blood in her mouth that I smelled and you saw.
Yeah. And upstairs there's someone like holding a knife and I see blood. And I was just shown a knife and something about bloody something. And have to do with this area here. I don't know if it was done to the person or they did it to themselves. I don't know. But it felt like it was a female.
Mm-hmm. I mean, going back to Mary Roth, she had very violent episodes toward the end of her life, and she became a cutter. She was prescribed leeches by a doctor, and she enjoyed bleeding herself with the leeches. Said that she put them on her temples, and they would help ease the pain in her head. She kept them as pets and named them. And during these episodes where she would take on different personalities and become violent, she would sometimes try and, at least in one episode, she did get access to a knife and began herself
It's gotta be
intensely.
It's gotta be it.
That's pretty wild.
That gave you so scared.
Yeah, me too. Seeing a woman covered in blood too.
And that could be the same for her.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Because you didn't say last night necessarily that she was like wounded and stabbed and covered in blood. You were more
Upstairs,
saying-
I did. Yeah, well, I just said I saw blood and someone was holding a knife.
Exactly.
That's what I think I said upstairs. But then here I saw blood on a face, and it was a female, and she, like, her eyes were all white. I'm seeing a woman with, like, blood coming out of her mouth. It looks creepy, like messed up. She has like white eyes and blood coming out of her mouth. And maybe that's a representation that all these spirits were going through her, and she had blood on her, and she was having all these episodes with these different entities coming in and out of her.
Well, want to move into the kitchen?
Sure.
That's pretty.
You know, when I first bought the house, it had sat empty for more than a decade, and there was a lot of cleanup to do in the yard. And when I'd be back here in the yard behind the house, behind the kitchen and back rooms, I often felt like I was being watched from that window over the kitchen sink. And it's just an impression. I don't claim to be sensitive or anything like that, but it happened frequently. It's just that feeling like when you feel like you're being watched, you turn around and somebody is looking at you. It was like that feeling. And it was always from here. Based on other investigations, people find evidence throughout the house. So the kitchen isn't any more important or less important than anywhere else. I can't necessarily say anything specific about the history of the house that would draw attention to the kitchen, or any specific evidence that would be any different than anywhere else.
I'm just gonna throw out there, just to let you know, I really feel that angry man, he's pissed because I think we helped that lady last night. He's agitated, he's like screaming at me right now. I feel it very prevalently right here. It's funny, like I said, I don't feel him like over there, but like over here, I feel like her and this man had a lot of interactions here, and there was fights that went on for sure. But it's just like almost like my initial walkthrough. I walk in here, I'm like all of a sudden my stomach, I'm just getting like anxious, and I hear him like, he's like coming at, I'm gonna come after you, you're gonna get it. I just heard, don't you worry about it, I'll take care of him. I think they're referring to me. Dude, there's something evil down here, for sure. It's filled with rage. It wants to harm everyone here. I'll destroy you. You're nothing.
Can you sense what the relationship is between them, or if there is a relationship?
I think there's something. Yeah, there's some sort of, I think he believed he was in control of her in life, and still felt so with this environment. I think he's scared of judgment because he wasn't a good person in life, and he didn't want to let her go. And that's what I felt in my walkthrough, and that's what we definitively got with our paranormal evidence as well.
Please stop.
Over and over again. Just stop it. Don't do it. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her.
Don't talk to her.
It was just over and over again, the reoccurring theme of this element here with this man and this woman. And she was desperately asking for help over and over again. In pain.
Who's
In pain. Sounds like help. Help. And we got her, we offered a prayer for her, and she came through, and she gets so peaceful.
Very peaceful.
On the spirit box, and then a woman's voice goes, an angel's tunnel.
Angel tunnel.
Wow.
Which was just, pretty wild and really clear. We're not talking some questionable voice here. And that's what he was saying to us. Don't do it. Don't talk to her. Get away from her. He was so frightened and threatened by it.
And do you think they are people who lived here or just happen to be here?
That's what I was just going to ask you, because I'm curious too. It's like this place laid abandoned for quite a amount of years. Who were the last people that lived in this place, like in the 1900s leading up to when this place became abandoned? Who are these characters?
I think that the two people you described potentially fit two sets of former residents. The one family has asked me not to talk about it.
I think it was abusive to her.
Yeah, there's a story of abuse with a former owner of the house, and they've asked me not to talk about it.
Okay. Well, that's enough to validate, what I was picking up. And these both people obviously deceased.
Yeah, it's from the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's got to be it.
And there's another set. The woman, I know that doesn't really, the description of her, she's a very strong character. So her asking for help or begging for help doesn't sound like
this one's
like her.
Straight up distraught, desperate, wanted to get out of here. She clearly said, "Get me out of here. Get me out of here." She was very comforted by me being here and knew that I could potentially help her.
And that little boy was definitely free.
Yeah. I feel that little boy spirit down here too. I think he likes to peek behind things and watch. He gets frightened really easily.
Yeah, the story of abuse involves a little boy too.
I mean, that's really insane to me because also you were targeted, it seems like, to get angry. You're no offense, but oldest man here.
Well, what I felt is that, he has some issues. I guess he had presented himself with, being impatient, some anger issues and stuff, is that I felt intuitively that this guy had a lot of anger in his life. And he was sleeping in that room where his energy is very profound. And I think he was connecting to him.
The second room up the front.
Let me should go out.
Not the one with the windows.
Yeah, but just go up there. Second one's up there.
Yeah, let's go up.
So the way these Victorian homes were laid out, the mother and father slept in different rooms. The mother's room
Through here.
had better access to light.
So much lighter feeling there too. I mean, lighter.
It's a more emotionally heavy, and here it's like oppressive and hangry.
And so the mother had access to better light, south-facing windows during the day. The infant's closet. So that isn't a closet, that's an infant's room.
Wait, what's there? He was saying the closet.
Yeah, saying behind you. What is that?
See, it's telling me the closet again. I don't even know what this opens up, but something's telling me something with closet.
Yeah, I feel very claustrophobic when I go in that infant's room. Yeah, granted, we only use it for storage now, so if you opened it, it's just like suitcases in there and such. But I always felt like when I first bought the house, I couldn't be in there without feeling like the door was going to slam shut. And then people over the years have thought it might have been used for punishment, for example. And then the father slept in the room that had access to the attic, which you can see up there. So if you wanted to go to rob the house, you'd have to go through the man of the house to get to the attic with the valuables in the attic. So historically, this was the father's bedroom.
So, talking about the story about an abusive situation with the father, he would have most likely stayed in here.
If they still slept that way in the early 1900s.
And that closet had some major bad vibes when we opened that.
There's a lot of energy in this room too.
What is that?
It's just ironic that also, how did you choose this room? Because did you just walk in here and I'll stay here? How did that go? Because I'm curious.
You chose it.
That's true.
I'm wondering if actually you were geared to stay in this room.
You did think this. Did I?
Yeah. And think about it. He would be the father figure.
I wouldn't have thought about it.
And he's the one who has some anger issues and patience sometimes. And he's like, I want him in here. And I can vicariously feel that energy through you to make him feel like he's alive still. And that's what ghosts want in general. That's why they are still ghosts in Earthbound, because they want to feel like they're human. They haven't let go of the human life they once lived. And when they can connect with us, get acknowledgement from us, and especially if they can tap into connectivity to something that was relatable to their own life, I think there was an opportunity there with you being in this room. And what happened? Because you ended up throwing something and getting...
Yes, that's because this is going to be on film. Whatever you're going to put on here, it's not like I have this violent, angry history.
No.
That's just... I'm a perfectionist about retired therapeutic optometrist. I like things. No, this.
It's more of an information thing.
But yeah. I mean, it's,
But that's all the
counseling.
spirit like that was Someone's having a little bit of an impatience problem. Throw gasoline on that subconscious fire until the point where they'll get a reaction out of the person. That was the best person to target out of all of you would be him and the father figure and have some sort of impatience and anger. And obviously that man still has that anger, impatience, and rage from his own life.
And I just, the experience was that I was out in that room. I couldn't remember what I was doing there. And they needed a screwdriver. And so I went and grabbed the screwdriver kit I had in my bag, and I just walked into the kitchen. I just walked in there and just threw it against the counter and said, use them if you want. And then I just walked back. I went and sat down in that chair with the ottoman. And I actually even thought to myself, like, why did I just do that? And then that just kind of like popped out of me. And then I went back out, and they, of course, had noticed it. So I even wondered, did they notice that?
That's just another telltale clue that something was, channeling through you, and it wanted to feel that connection to the world and project that anger like he had in life. And in that moment, you couldn't really remember because it really wasn't you. Obviously, that happened to us very here.
I wonder if downstairs, like in that area you've been sitting in, like nonstop.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like where that guy used to sit.
Maybe.
Right. You were attracted to that one little couch in there out of all the places in here to sit.
That's the only place I sat, actually.
Yeah. The whole time we've been here. Even like not up here on this couch.
With the story of the house and the possession case too, is there any link to this room that you know of?
I assume that Mr. Rolfe slept in this room because they do, in the story, the way it's written, it says that Minerva, and so it was Mary's sister Minerva, and Lorenzi went to visit Mrs. Rolfe in her private quarters, like literally the language it uses. So it didn't say in the parents' private quarters, it said in Mrs. Rolfe's private quarters. And so to me, that implies that she had her own room, and that aligned with how these houses were used.
There was a little...
That's how kids voice.
And so to me, that implies that she had her own room. And so to me, that implies that she had her own room.
That sounded like a little boy saying Papa or something. It was like, Papa. You'll have to listen on the audio.
See, that room reminds me of something like maybe he might have put that little boy in.
I mean,
like as like,
it's possible.
Like put him in the closet, to get in the closet.
That infant's room, the door on the outside that's covered over, that was the original door. The door on this side is a new door from 1940. This is from 1940.
And was that door missing its hardware the whole time?
Well, the prior owners turned it into a sauna. So it's covered with redwood. And I'd like to rebuild the sauna in there and use it as a sauna again. So I don't want to take down all the redwood.
So that also, to bring up, there's no history that you know of someone ending their own life associated with this house? We saw it.
Or noose. I get that seeing a noose too. That was something, and that could have happened in those times for sure. I'm seeing a rope. I don't know if it's a noose or what.
I don't know the history of everyone who lived here. I just have the, bought on this date by these people for this price, sold on this date by these people for this price. It changed hands fairly frequently between like 1895 and 1912.
I think the hanging could have been intentional. I didn't really get the suicide vibe. I was thinking could have been racially driven. I feel like there was some, like I said, in the basement, some whipping going on in the basement as well.
I feel like there's been some whipping going on down here. Someone's saying they beat me.
And this whole property's so big, who's to know that there may have been some servants' quarters out here, and look at all these trees. I mean, it's someone, I don't know, something bad could happen. I mean, it's definitely feasible.
Well, you want to talk about the main room?
So this room, even though it's a big TV room now, this was actually Lorenzi's room when she stayed here. It's said in the story that from her room, she could look directly up 5th Street. And this window here in the house is pretty much the only window in the house where you can see directly up 5th Street. The only other one would be from the dining room downstairs. And I assume, if that was the dining room, she wasn't staying in the dining room, or they didn't reconfigure the house to have her stay down there. So if this was her bedroom, then this is where Lorenzi as Mary Rolfe, or Mary Rolfe as Lorenzi, stayed while she was here.
And what would have happened with her in this room? Like, what kind of behavior was she exhibiting?
I mean, she had taken on the personality of Mary Roth. And, when she was here, she was, well behaved. There were some spiritual things that went on, like they did some healing and laying of hands on sick people, and like a brother who was ill that supposedly helped cure him.
So were they doing that to her, trying to heal her too from her ailments?
No, I don't think so. It was her with the brother, Charles, who was sick, is what's specifically mentioned.
So they thought like all the spiritual related stuff would like be the answer for everything.
Yep, I think so.
Brief overview of the basement. I know you mentioned on the phone like an urban legend. What is that in the basement?
It was the two men doing violent things to women and children in the house.
It's like a historical urban legend or a paranormal?
Paranormal. Like it's a story that developed over the years with ghost hunters coming in, investigators. I mean, it's a creepy old basement, so I think it lends itself to kind of inventing a story like that. There's no historical record that would link that behavior to anybody specifically here in the house.
That wasn't he else. I did say in the basement. I was like, there's secrets down here. Someone's saying there's secrets here.
125 years ago, it'd be easier to get away with things than it would be today. So I don't know. It might be a hidden history.
So to wrap this up, did what we capture make sense to you?
Yeah, like the violent man with the woman who was scared and then the child being beaten. I mean, that aligns with one history of one family here in the house. There's certainly the kinds of things you experienced during the investigation, like being able to hear voices or the footsteps, aligns pretty well with what other investigations have experienced. And it happens when people are investigating, but if you're just living here, it doesn't happen, right? It's like the whole knocking on doors analogy. The use of the house over the last few years has not been focused so much on investigations, so it's felt pretty quiet. And I always wonder, like, are the things still here, or did everything move on because it's so boring now?
Be back for the next guests.
Well, it's funny even because the first night we were here, I'm like, oh, this place is beautiful. Like nothing scared. Like we weren't hearing knocking noises or anything. And then it was the second night when we're like, okay, tonight's the night. We're gonna investigate. That's when
Because somebody figured it out. So
yeah.
well, it was best. When you're potentially changing something in the spirit realm and taking something away from an entity that thinks it has control over things, it'll start really using all this energy to make itself known and try to stop you from doing what it doesn't want you to do.
I see the house or the story about the house as a story of healing. It's a story of healing for the Roth family and a story of healing for the Venom family. So if you were able to help a woman escape from an abusive spouse or whatever, I think that adds to that story. And those are the kinds of stories I prefer that people are able to tell about the house.
Honestly, I'll say too, it was really good energy in here. Like the whole time we were here. I don't consider this to be like, we go to places that are like evil feeling. The moment you walk in, you're like, ugh. But I slept like a baby. We honestly, before we started investigating, we're like, wow, this place is like so nice. So I don't think there's anything necessarily to be scared of here.
We even got the name Vanth in here, and we looked it up, and it's this female goddess that leads people to the afterlife.
Vanth?
Which is really cool. And then we got it on another device as well.
Dude, it's advanced.
But it's a Trusian goddess.
And that's what she's here in this one.
She's a benevolent spirit.
It's almost like an angelic being. It has wings too, and it's not supposed to be a negative spirit. And I think that's what the negative element here is because it's a train station, and things come through, and that's why I felt like that dark presence had followed me here, because we got references to it. Serpent.
To serpent.
The serpent is very evil, is
Mhm.
what I hear. You know, and things like that. That's something that follows me around and gets pissed off, and it'll come through. That's my experience. Like, when there's open doorways and it has an opportunity to come here, it's not like it originates from here. It can't, like, infest this place and manifest to the level it could at the place that I originally had been at. But it'll still be there. You might see it. You might pick up. It might reference, say something. And that's why it can get a little confusing in places like this when there's portals, because it's like there's spirits from all different directions, from all different locations, on top of the regular history of the place. But obviously this place was used for that method for so many years, and all these people literally trying to use their intent and their free will to open up the door and get information from the spirit realm. And that's why there's just so much energy in here since I've initially walked through here.
Well, so thank you for your time here.
Thanks for you. You had a very good place.
Thank you. Thank you.
I guess we'll do the circle of hands.
So at the end of the
Overall,
day,
a very
my mind
lovely
was blown.
place, but very
This
interesting if you
entire
start scratching the
investigation
surface.
Was incredibly bizarre. I mean, as you saw in that footage, the night before we were getting responses and evidence that pointed to things that we didn't even know were true or existed. Like you saw. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. During the interview with the location owner, he was confirming things that Sean was telling us and things that we were getting through our investigation that you wouldn't know about because they aren't online. Specifically, I mean, it's absolutely crazy with
Some
the
of them are,
woman and the young
hush, hush,
child
don't tell.
who, like Sean was seeing and we received evidence about, that appeared to be like afraid or like they had been abused. And then to have the location owner actually telling us about a historical case of that happening there at the house that people don't talk about, that happened to a woman and a young child. I mean, it was just mind-blowing stuff. Even like the blood and talking about what had happened with Mary Roth and Lorancy. It was just mind-blowing. The place is really, really cool. We actually enjoyed our time there immensely. It was pretty creepy sleeping there because we stayed there for 2 nights, but it was such a beautiful property, and the energy there to me isn't scary. It's just incredibly strong. Like it's like a mystical place. And weirdly enough, like I was actually playing the piano for like an hour in the house. I usually don't do that. I mean, I'm in places that have pianos all the time. I'll tinkle on the keys a little bit, but I actually downloaded an app on my phone and I was sitting there playing some songs and my mom was taking videos, and I had no idea that that was something that Mary Roth had done in her life, and that even researching for the script for this video, Lorancy had tried to replicate Mary's piano playing, and then now I was drawn to it and I spent way longer than I should have playing the piano. I played for like an hour and a half maybe. So it's just weird. This is just one of those videos that left me just like, wow, what a crazy, crazy thing, this whole thing. But as always, guys, let me know your thoughts about what happened this evening in the comment section. Be sure to like the video and let me know what you thought about all this. I for sure thought this was one of the coolest videos that we ever have done, but you know, we've done a lot of crazy videos, so I guess that's subjective. But as always, everybody, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next Monday. It's Colin here. I love each and every one of you, and yeah, stay spooky. Once again, you can discover June's Journey today for free. Just click the link in the description. See June's Journey.
Guess I don't know if you're allowed to air those ads. Chicago for another disturbing round of discoveries. Woo! See you all next week. Alrighty, so that's Paranormal Files for this week. I hope you all enjoyed some interesting stuff. Like they said at the end here, it seems like if you scratch the surface, you get a lot of weird stuff. But thankfully, it seems to be a mostly peaceful, nice, lovely place nowadays. And they're slowly getting work done on it. And it's allowed itself to become a nice little bed and breakfast kind of place. So, congrats to them. A genuinely haunted place that's not actually a bad place to be. So, take that as you will. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. See you all then, and pleasant dreams.